what is going to happen tonight.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of the second, well not the second, this is the one of two final games here in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Final in 2019 held in Guernsey. You join myself at a college field ground in Guernsey, beautiful blue skies, such a wonderful sight in cricket when you've got that low white cloud. The sun is beating down and we have almost a winner takes all game. This is a top table clash. Germany taking on the leaders Jersey in a game that could potentially decide the final result. It's very simple. If Jersey take the win here, they secure qualification to the global qualifier in the UAE in October and November. But if Germany somehow, miraculously, in the way that cricket works, and the maths and the net run rate, secure a victory, somehow after the first innings, and we'll do the calculations, Germany could somehow miraculously take victory here, steal the spot from Jersey, and be on the plane to the UAE in October. An incredibly exciting game ahead of us. I'm Ian Leggett and I'm going to be on commentary duty today throughout the entire game. A very exciting one with lots of talent on display. The likes of Jonty Jenner and Izatua Delatsai really are the ones to watch in this. But this tournament, like I said, is all part of the qualification pathway to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in 2020. It's been 6 teams and a fantastic week of cricket in Guernsey. And one team at the top gets to take their place in the UAE, where they get to play the bigger teams in the world of associate cricket, the likes of Scotland, Netherlands, Ireland, Zimbabwe are going to be there out as well, and we just see the teams pop out. Let's just take a look at this points table right now. It's been very interesting. Jersey going to be sitting at the top of the table on 8 points currently. Germany just below on 6 points. They just got a very big win over Norway. Playing the bottom team, we got a 7-wicket win over Norway. A very convincing game indeed, but as you can see, 4 matches won by Jersey at the top of the table, and they're on 8 points, so it's very simple. If they get the win here, move on to 10. That's 5 wins from 5, and they'll be on the plane in October. But Germany right now, if you just look at the right-hand column, the net run rate, we've got some rough calculations here, and essentially the two teams, they've conceded a similar amount of runs, but Jersey are about 50 to 80 runs ahead of them in the run rate. So we just take the points table away from you here. We've got the opening batters, Nick Farabee, Corey Besson coming out to bat here. A fantastic encounter ahead of you. Can't wait to be on commentary for this one. Like I said, it's been a tremendous week of cricket, rain affected, so we are using the reserve day here. It's been very interesting. Fantastically run tournament all around Guernsey. Beautiful day's cricket ahead of you. If you're just tuning in, there's a lot at stake for this. The opportunity to move one competition away from playing in the T20 World Cup in Australia in 2020. Can you imagine that? The smaller European nations have a chance of ultimately playing in one of cricket's biggest stages. It's an incredible moment for some of these players, but Jersey, I was speaking to a couple of players beforehand. They seem very determined to get the job done here. But they're going to have to face the pace of the German fast bowling attack. There's Izatua Delatsai, former Afghanistan international bowler. I think he's going to be opening up here from the far end. It's going to be Nick Farabee, the 36-year-old batsman for Jersey. He's going to be facing the first balls in this encounter. And in comes the bowler. And it almost looked like he just put an edge to that. Wider delivery, and Farabee looked to stretch and get the cut shot there. That's unshort. So just see, this is Craig Machete actually opening the bowling. Machete actually being very prominent with the bat, including hitting 5 sixes in and over against the bowling of Denmark captain Hamid Shah yesterday at the KG5. That's where I've been based all week. Just gets the ball away. That's going to fall, and that's the first runs of the day. It's fallen nicely to deep third man. That's a nice way to get off the mark. Situated right next to the Jersey team. And I'll tell you, every single ball, I have a feeling they're going to be incredibly vocal, encouraging their side to put on the biggest total possible. And that's the first runs of the day. Nick Farabee off the mark. Now, Corey Bisson, he's been one of my favourite batters in the tournament. Saw a tremendous knock against Guernsey in the opening game, the Channel Island derby at the start of this tournament. And he's bowled him! The first wicket and the first strike for Germany. Craig Mashed clean bowled, and Corey Bisson makes his way back to the players' tent there. What a flying start here by the pace bowling attack of Germany. Corey Bisson making that slow and languid step back to the players' tent. Well, the German players, they've gathered in a huddle, and they know that's one wicket down. But they're going to have to do this in convincing fashion if they're going to want to put on any chance of winning this tournament. Oh, Corey's just walking past my tent right now. He's being applauded in. But Ben Stevens, the 27-year-old left-handed batsman, is going to be coming in now. 81 runs in the tournament. He's got a high score of 44. That looked like Corey was just beating for pace there. I'll tell you what, this German side, they look very, very pumped up and up for this. Big win, like I said, against Norway earlier on. 7-wicket victory. All to play for in this game. If you're just tuning in, this is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals. One of 2 games on today. As Denmark are also taking on Italy. That's 3rd and 4th place. Italy in 3rd. Just nudged down to 3rd place after Germany got that victory today. They're playing for that big opportunity of going to a global qualifier here. Well, 1 for 1 in the first over. Who would have thought it? Lethal bowling attack. Germany have under the coaching of Steve Knox. Also the coach of Scotland's women's team, also known as the Scotland Wildcats. They'll be heading off to La Manga next week for their regional qualifier, facing Germany as well as the Netherlands. Here he comes again. Ben Stevens manages to get off the mark straight away. Just pushes that one onto the leg side and grabs a single. Now 2 for 1. This left-handed, right-handed combination that we've seen so much in the tournament. It's difficult for captains just to place up. Get their field right here, but the power play is on. They've just got the 2 players out. It's as though they're going for a deep square leg. And I think a deep fine leg. That's off the pad. They're going to run like byes there. Nick Farabee grabs another one. I'm just going to see the umpire signalling here whether it's byes or not. And he's giving leg byes. Well, that's another one onto the total. And again, I think the Jersey side will just be happy to complete through the overs here. Germany did win the toss and decided to bowl first. Under the coaching jersey of Neil McRae. They've looked a fantastic outfit throughout this tournament. Tremendous fielding all over the shop. They've looked a classy outfit. Germany right now maybe in a position to steal the glory and take that miraculous victory at the top of the table. Incredibly exciting stuff here in the Europe final. Again, just pushed onto the leg side nicely and grabs a nice single. That's really good running there from Ben Stevens. Very quick off the mark and very eager to run these quick singles. That's a fantastic over for the German side. Craig Mashed just finishing his over there. Oh, what a start. Bowling Corey Bisson. Middle stump right in the first over. Not the ideal start for the Jersey team here. As the batsman just meet in the middle there. We're just going to wait for our scorebar here to update. Just going to take a look quickly at this Jersey lineup. Full of talent. The one to watch there is Jonty Jenner, just down the bottom. He's probably coming at 4. He's performed fantastic with the bat, one of the most stylish batsmen in the tournament. Based down in Sussex, also played 12th man for England and test against South Africa in 2017 as a substitute fielder. He scored 149 runs in the tournament so far, so he's going to be one to watch. But Ben Stevens and Nick Farrell be pretty handy with the bat as well. As we just see, it's going to be the first appearance here of Izzatullah Dalatsai. 8 wickets in the tournament so far, only second to Anthony Hawkins-Kay, the Jersey quick bowler as well. As in comes Dalatsai. Just misses the bat. That's going to run behind. They're going to run 2 here. Wicket-keeper's chasing after that. That's Michael Richardson behind the stumps. They just managed to sneak in 2 there. Well, I think the batsman was beat for pace, and so was the wicket-keeper. Not the start that Izzatullah Dalatsai wanted. Former Afghanistan player. He's got a host of cricket pedigree in his blocker. Played a couple of ODIs, first-class games, list A games. Now playing his cricket for Germany, and how amazing would this story be to then take Germany to the global qualifier? Can he grab another wicket in this tournament? Much better strikes on the pan, and that was definitely going over the stumps. They looked like they were going to run 1 there. As that was Abdul Shakur. Raimze, very quick off the mark. They're going to be restricting this. Every dot ball. Been saying this a lot. It's worth its weight in gold in T20 cricket. Just looking around the field and seeing who they've got out here. Now they've had to switch it up for the left-hander. So they're going to play a deep fine leg, and they're just going to move him round to deep square leg. They have got a deep third man. Just the 2 out in the ring in the power play. And they've got a fine leg in position as well. And this is Dalatsai into Stevens for the first time. That's a play and miss there. That's a wonderful bit of bowling. Dalatsai raises his hand in the air there just to know. He knows he got the better of Stevens there. It was a prod forward as he practices his shot. Like I said, he's got the 8 wickets in the tournament and an economy of 5.25. It's been absolutely tremendous. Blistering pace against Denmark yesterday. In the early stages, the Danish batsman, no match to the pace of Izzatullah Dalatsai. As he just stands next to Amir Khan Mangal. Mid-off. It just pushes that forward. They hesitate. They want a single, but Mangal does the collecting duties there at mid-off. And a dot ball. This has been a great start by Izzatullah Dalatsai. Apart from the 2, he's playing very well. 6 for 1. And the second over here. This Europe final. Beautiful ground, College Field. Out of Elizabeth College here in Guernsey. All boys private school. Based in the island all around. Wonderful playing conditions here. That struck off the pad there. I think Farabee keen for a single there as he advanced down the crease, but it's going to remain another dot ball for Dalatsai. Well, this is turning into a fantastic opening over here after the wicket. If you're just joining us, 26-year-old batsman Corey Besson, straight bowled by Craig Machete. Fantastic full pace delivery right down the middle, and Corey Besson, no match to the pace of the medium fast bowler. This currently bowling from the pavilion end here at College Field is Izzatullah Dalatsai. That's pushing forward, and that's really well struck, and he's just going to push that forward. Mangal's doing a good collecting duty, hands it off really well to Wardak there, and they're going to collect 2, and that's really nice batting. A lovely stroke to finish off the over there, just a gentle push forward. Didn't have the legs to go to the boundary, but really nice batting at the end of the over there. Well, Nick Farabee is going to be facing again. As it looks like Craig Machete once again will be bowling from the far end here. I'm just looking around, and cricket can be a very picturesque sport, and my view in front of me, it's absolutely stunning. Low white clouds. A bit of international cricket in front. This could be your first time watching the Europe finals. We've been treated to some wonderful games. Hit high in the air, and that's going to be caught. And it's a second wicket. Nick Farabee departs. 8 for 2 now. Machete picks up his second wicket. Ben Stevens is going to be alone at the crease now. An absolutely flying start here by the Germans in this Europe final. We are going to see Jonty Jenner. Pardon me. Yes, this will be Jonty Jenner coming in. Well, 8 for 2 at the start of this game in the third over. Cracking start here. The pace bowling of Craig Machete. Claiming 2 wickets already. That time, he just played it to cover. And it was a very, very easy catch there by Rahimzee. Wow. This game has just got very interesting. 8 for 2 now in the third over. Craig Machete with 2 wickets already. And all of a sudden, we're looking at this Jonty Jenner and Ben Stevens partnership that we've seen a few times. There's a two-leg Dalat side just making his way down to deep fine leg. How happy he's going to be with the start his side's got off to. Ben Stevens pushes it forward. Well, the Jersey side applauding every time bat on ball is happening right now. That's to give you an idea of how good this bowling is. His teammates know how difficult it is to face the pace of this German attack. It was actually interesting yesterday at the Danish game. Nikolai Lausgaard normally opens the batting with Hamid Shah for Denmark, but his side elected not to. As the coaching staff actually thought he could not play the pace attack of the German openers. They made the tactical decision of actually batting him down at 8, just because they said he probably wasn't suited to it. Again, another sign of why this attack is so menacing, causing some damage. Now 8 for 2 in the third over. That's a wonderful shot, and that's going to be a boundary, and that's the first boundary of the day here. A wonderful little flick of the wrist, and he plays that delightfully down to deep point. Really well played. Pardon me, that's a wonderful shot by Ben Stevens. First boundary of the day. Stylish cricket here at the College Field. Well, big calls of nice Steve. The Jersey side just sat alongside me. It's good at this ground how we've actually the commentary position situated right next to the players. Pushes that forward, and that's just gone off the leg there. Wide is the signal by the umpire now. He's just gone for 4 and he's just forced the wide. Craig Machete will be keen to gather up. That's 5 wickets in the tournament now. Machete, he's gone for 89 runs though. There's 5 matches and he's got an economy of 5.24, so he's very good figures in this tournament, but it's with the bat that he's really shone. Push forward, and it's just missed the hands there of the player at mid-wicket, and it's gone for another 4. That's 2 4s in the over, and the Jersey team next to me are making a lot of noise now. Well, that's a wonderful bit of batting from Ben Stevens there. It was almost a flat bat push, lofted over, just missed the hands of the fielder there at mid-wicket. He did get little fingertips to it, but he didn't do enough to slow it down, as Machete's going to come in his final delivery. And that's a wonderful delivery to end the over there, and I think that's going to end his spell. God, he just beat the bat, Stevens there, and that's a lovely response. Got hit away for 2 4s, he bowled a wide, but he grabbed, crucially, the wicket of opener Nick Farabee. That's both the openers gone for Jersey now in the opening stages of this encounter. All to play for in this match in the Europe final. 1 of 2 games being live streamed on the ICC YouTube channels, and also on the Men's T20 World Cup Facebook page. You can catch live action between Denmark and Italy, 3rd and 4th place. But this is 1st and 2nd here. Exciting stuff, and what a flying start here Jersey just gathering a bit more control now. It's amazing what a couple boundaries can do in T20 cricket. Lift the score to now 17 for 2 after 3 overs. Beautiful day here. Wonderful occasion. We're going to see Izatullah Delatsai bowling his second over in the 4th over of the game. Just deliberating about the field here. It's gone for a deep fine leg and a deep third man. Struck off the pad there. Jonty Jenner unable to get anything. That just hit off the 5 pad there, and the German side almost jaunting in Jonty Jenner's face. There a lot of pressure being put on by the fielding attack. Everyone in the inner ring there just stepped forward. Almost just a lot of applauding coming from well, that's Hamid Wardak. He's clapped for almost about 40 seconds there. Really letting the batsman know that they're going to need to play hard here. Well, that's good batting there, and they run in hard. You see that? Well, I'm not sure if you got a view on that on your camera. All the 4 players standing on the offside here all came in sprinting for the ball like hawks. It's like watching Gazelle run in there. They want this badly. A lot of pressure. There's a lot of intensity in the field, and it's really ambitious fielding choice here by the captain, Polite. He's gone for the deep third man and the deep fine leg. Everyone else in the inner ring right in front of Jonty Jenner here. They know how dangerous he can be. And it's a bouncer, and if there was a slip there, it would have been caught, but he's off the mark, Jonty Jenner. The ball pitched up hard, almost came off the handle with the bat, and he's just off the mark. The score moves to 18 for 2. It's been a blistering start here from Izatullah Delatsai. Jonty Jenner off the mark. Well, I've just changed things up now for Ben Stevens. Got a mid-off and a mid-on. Got a deep mid-wicket. And they're going to play the deep fine leg. Has found the edge a couple times. It's been a really nice start to the over. And Coach Steve Knox is probably going to have a big smile on his face. Ideally, this German side will restrict, if we're talking in terms of net run rate, if they get Jersey out for a score under 100, it's going to be about how many overs they can chase it down in. Oh, to play for. That's just beat the bat there, and it was a half-hearted appeal from Delatsai there, and he's just beat the bat again, and Ben Stevens, he's done that a couple times down the leg side. Put him in the offside of the stumps, and he practices his drive there. Ben Stevens is a very technically accurate batsman. I've noticed that a couple of times I've watched him play the KG5 ground this week. I've been based there primarily. This is my first game at the college field, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's a wonderful place to watch cricket. It's such a picturesque ground. It's got that traditional elements, that classic vintage clubhouse. It paints a beautiful picture, and I'll tell you, I've actually got a couple of beautiful paintings hanging up in the pavilion. If you ever land up here on your travels to Guernsey, the Channel Islands, it's a wonderful place. So we've just got a couple of fielding changes going on right now. They've brought in deep square leg, and they've put in a deep point. Advances down the crease. Big appeal, big appeal. He's giving nothing. And the ball's going to run down there to deep fine leg. Just saved on the boundary. Very hard chase by the captain, Pillay there. And he's being applauded by his teammates. Wadak getting that clapping going again. Well, that's a fantastic over by Izatullah Delatsai. He's just gone for the 3. And the score now. 2 leg buys, 20 for 2 after 4 overs here. Well, this is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals. Final 2 games underway. Tremendous week of cricket. So many incredible moments and memories that are going to live on. Spectacular catching as we see Machete coming again. Stopped by the hand there, but Jonty Jenner, that's going to run away to 4, and that's a wonderfully beautiful cricket shot there. Just pushed for 4. Is there any nicer shot in cricket? I don't know. But that stylish batsman, and Jonty Jenner is one of the most stylish out there. It's a wonderful shot. He just pushed that away. Machete almost got a hand to it. Dived onto his right hand side and he didn't quite get a grip of it, so it's just been pushed forward and run away to the boundary. He's picked up his first boundary of the day. Pulled. It was a shorter delivery there, and it's just the fielder at mid-on did very well there. Dove on his knees. Sahir Nakash. Athletic fielding here. Well, this has been a tournament affected by the rain. Both reserve days have been used, but the groundsmen at both grounds have done a tremendous job to get play underway as fast as they can every time. Torrential downpours sometimes, and this rain that we've been getting in Europe recently, it's been almost bewildering at some points where it's come from. It's meant to be summer, but it's a brilliantly summer day here right now. That's a wonderful shot again from Ben Stevens. He just plays that late, gets his bat and opens it up, and it's picked up by Delatzai there at third man. Just change it up, this left-handed, right-handed combination. Just getting the step count up for the fielders here. It's never an easy task. If you're a lazy fielder like me in village cricket, you understand that I always grimace when we get a left-handed, right-handed combination. I never like it. Stick me at the 45. Comes in again. Just pushed forward there by Jonty Jenner, and that's good. It's just hit the toe of the bat there, and that's going to be encouraging signs for Crane Machete. There's another dot ball onto the scorecard, and the score remains at 26 for 2 in the middle of the 5th over here. Jay-Z going to be very keen just to build momentum again. And these two batsmen at the crease, we've seen them do that a couple of times actually in this tournament. A couple of wonderful partnerships throughout it. We're going to have one again here, hopefully. And he's gone high in the air there, and there could be a fielder there, and it could be caught on the boundary. I think it's going to run away for 4. Well, stopped on the boundary really well. And just brought in there. They're going to run free. It's really hard running. That's being applauded again by the Jersey teammates. The fielder out in the deep there did very well. Just managed to get a hand on it and stop it out on the boundary. Score moves to 30 for 2. 1 to come in the 5th over. There was a lofted drive there just over the head of the man at mid-wicket. Almost a 1-bounce 4. Stevens now facing. Driven hard, and that's going to go over the head of the fielders there. That's just avoided the fielder at point. He got 2 after it right now, and it's going to run away for 4 again and again. Big cheer from the Jersey side next to me. They're loving every bit of this. Ben Stevens looking in good control right now. He's found the boundary a couple times already today. Well, that's a nice end to the over, and Craig Machete, I think he's going to get a rest, and they're probably going to bring him on in the latter stage of the innings. The score is now 34 for 2, as we're just going to wait for the scorebar to update. What we're going to do is just going to take a look at the German side right now. Packed full of talent. Packed full of big hitting, more importantly. As we just see here, Delatzai and Wadak, the captain, Rishi Pillay, he can play well, but Michael Richardson brought in after the injury of Daniel Weston behind his thumbs. He had a horrible injury early on in the tournament, so they brought in Michael Richardson. Plays down in Durham, his cricket. He performed with the bat today in their game against Norway. Finishing. But we are going to see the first appearance of Hamid Wadak. Now, he's taken 8 wickets in this tournament. He's a danger man as well. He's going to be bowling from the pavilion end here. Well, Jonty Jenner. The Jersey guys, like I said, they're cheering every time there's bat on ball here. They They understand the task ahead of them. They've been a fantastic unit. Caught them training on their off days. Down here at 5 p.m. at College Field, they were having a wee training session on the reserve day. They look like a side that really want to make their way to the UAE. And he's pushed that through a gap there, and that's lovely. And they're going to run to that. It's really good running. A direct hit possibly wouldn't have done it, but Johnny Jenner's very, very, very fast between the wickets. He really got his sprinting legs on there, put on his spikes and really went for it. Well, that's a good 2. They're going to need a couple more of them to score. Pushed in the same gap there. Just the shot through the covers picked up by Delatzai, fielding it long off. And they're just going to run a single there. Stevens is now going to have his turn facing Wardak. Now left on medium pace. Can be a handful. Like I said, he's picked up 8 wickets and he's got an economy rate of 619, so he's been pretty handy. Second only, well, he's joint second wicket taker with Isatullah Delatzai, and his jersey's Anthony Hawkins-Kay with the 9 wickets. The scorecard here. Yeah, that was Michael Richardson hitting 35 of 25 balls against Norway, not out, so very impressive performance against Norway. Well, Wardak's just trying to sort out his field right now for the left-hander. He's moved deep square leg a bit more square up, and he's kept out the mid long on. Driven hard, and that's just going to avoid the field. Oh, the fielder there. Well, that's Mangle. Dove down and stopped a certain 4. A little bit of a misfield there, as they're just trying to tighten things up. I think they're just trying to stay on top of this right now. And again, they're having to swap positions just for this left-hander. Right-hand combination, it really does play into the hands, I think, of the batting side here. Just the constant movement. The captain just always having to think about the field. But this is T20 cricket. Constant changes, constant evolution. Goes for the sweep shot there, and it just lands in the hands of the man at third man. The most impressive thing about the Jersey unit, in my eyes, after observing them this week, has just been the atmosphere within the team. Very young side as well. They've got, they have got some old boys in there with Nick Farabee and Neil Kinskay, but they all are within that 20 to 27 region. That's a beautiful shot there onto the leg side, collected by square leg. That's Asad Mohammed fielding out there. He wasn't quite deep square leg, stayed within the ring. Well, that's a good over there. Jersey again, just getting a bit more of a grip on the game. 38 for 2 after 6 overs at the College Field. I've watched some tremendous games of cricket. I was actually just down at KGV commentating on Guernsey, the host, taking on Denmark, and absolutely thrilling finish there, needing 10 off the over, and William Peatfield, the fast medium bowler for Guernsey, brilliant bowling at the death, managed to grab a wicket, then a run out, and they lost. Well, Guernsey secured an 8-run victory over them. Brilliant effort and brilliantly exciting cricket, and there's been a lot of that throughout this tournament. Very fortunate enough to commentate on a lot of it. The decision to stream the games with live commentary for the first time in a regional finals by the ICC is a fantastic initiative, and we also had what we believe is a world first yesterday with Umesh Vauji MBE doing an innings of sign language commentary as well, just making the game a bit more accessible. It's fantastic stuff. It's played onto the leg side, a stylish shot. John Tijana, use of the wrist is great. I've had a change of bowling down at the far end. That's just played really nicely there by Ben Stevens as they clock up another single. Abdul Shakur Rahimze is bowling from the far end. Right arm off breaks. Again, tricky stuff, and it's... He's picked up 2 wickets in the tournament from his 3 overs. So he does have the ability to do it. Germany right now have got to keep a grip of this Jersey innings and ideally get them all out, but in another way, they want to restrict them to the lowest score possible. They don't just need a victory here. If you're just tuning in, it's not winner takes all. It's winner takes all for Jersey. They'll secure 5 wickets and 5 wins, pardon me. And that's cut away really nicely there by Jonty Jenner. There is a fielder out. Deep cover. So it's just going to be another single. That was a really nice, well-balanced shot. But Germany could somehow miraculously get a net run rate victory here in the final, one of the final games. The Europe final. Pushes that forward, Ben Stevens. A bit of beautiful, almost beautiful fielding there by Rahimze. Just clocking up another single. And he's gone hard there, but there is a fielder on the boundary, and he's caught. It's Jonty Jenner departs. And that is a big wicket. A very big wicket here. He went for the big shot, and he didn't quite put enough on it. And Jonty Jenner is now departing for 15 of 14 balls here. A massive wicket. It's Dom Plompier. It's going to be the new man in for Jersey. Well, it's a huge scalp for Germany as they pick up their 3rd wicket. 42 for 3 now in this game between Jersey and Germany at College Field. It's a slow walk back here for Jonty Jenner. He's shaking his head in disbelief. I think it was an overly ambitious shot. He is being applauded by his teammates, and I think, if anything, he should be applauded the way he's played throughout the tournament. The job isn't done yet, and Ben Stevens, the Hong Kong-born Jersey player, now meets Dom Plompier. Well, it was caught pretty easily by the man at long on. Just had to make sure his feet stayed in the boundary. A pretty box-standard catch. Well, 42 for 3 now in the 7th over. 1 to come. As Abdul Shakur Rahimze, change of bowling. That's proved effective. No more power play, so they've really spread their field out wide. But Dom Plompier, he can really perform with the bat as well. I feel like I can say that about most of the players. That's a sweep shot. What a way to get off the mark. Lovely shot. That just finds Dalatsai. Fielding at just deep square leg there, and that's the end of the over. Well, most importantly for Germany, they've grabbed another wicket, and it's the big wicket of Jonty Jenner here. 42 for 3 after 7 overs. Just take a look at the batting card here. Well, it's not what Jersey wanted to see. Nicholas Farabee going for 1. Corey Besson bowled in his first ball for a golden duck. Machete clean bowls in middle stump. A wonderful start to the game. But Jonty Jenner departs 15 of 15 balls. A massive wicket here at the College Field. 43 for 3 after 7 overs. What a start this has been by the Germans. An opportunity to play in the global qualifier. Stevens and Plompier. The men in the middle right now for Jersey. Wonderful sweep shot there. I think he might have found the gap. No, we're going to get the fielder on now. That's a Sad Mohammed doing the collecting there, but they've run back for a really good 2. And again, well, direct hit by Mohammed from deep. That's a wonderful throw. Saying this to Kira, my co-commentator, Kira Metcalf, who's also on live coverage of Denmark versus Italy, also available to stream. She was saying Anytime anyone throws a big throw from the deep and it manages to hit the stumps, it's almost like winning the lottery. Feels you a little morale boost and you've got a smile on your face as you're standing in the cold. Well, that's driven straight. Looked like he went for the sweep shot there, and Assad Mohammed does the collecting duties again. Well, Blompier swap strike and Stevens is on now. Now, Blompier, like I said, he's pretty handy with the bat. 55 runs in the tournament right now. I scored 21, and they've proved effective innings. Saw him have a really good innings at the start of the tournament. And he takes really crucial wickets as well. But at the moment, it's fair to say, Germany in the driving seat in the early stages of the game. 46 for 3 in the 8th over here. Well, this is Ashraf bowling for the first time from the pavilion end. Left arm orthodox, never easy to face, constant variation. The batsman has to open himself up slightly and watch that left hand. Can be quite confusing. A few left arm spin bowlers in the tournament. And that's a wonderful delivery there, and they think they've got the stumping. It's given out. It's a 4th wicket. 47 for 4 now. The German team on fire here. Ashraf bowls him. A wonderful delivery. A bit more pace on that. And Don Bomplier makes his way back to the pavilion. Well, it's going to be Anthony Hawkins K, the new batsman in for Jersey, but oh my days. Germany off to the perfect start. Now turning into the perfect middle order here. This is a wonderful display by the German team. Could be all to play for in the second innings. Well, Don Bomplier making his way back. And Ben Stevens is going to be meeting another new batsman. Right now, it's crucial that the German team, they've got to stay on this. They've got to be relentless. They've got to continue searching for wickets. It's 2 change of bowlers, and they've both of them taken wickets. Rahimzee and Ashraf, the wicket takers. That's Hawkins K. Joins Ben Stevens in the middle. Well, left arm orthodox proving lethal once again. Now, Hawkins K, he's had 11 runs to his name in this tournament so far from 3 innings, but I think he's going to have a bigger knock here. They've got to push towards 100 at least and power them 20 overs. Stretches, and that's a really nice shot to get off the mark. Gives him a wider delivery and he just stretches out and cuts that away, and he's off the mark straight away. It's Ben Stevens. It's now the batter at the other end. Well, this is exciting stuff if you're tuning in. This is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals live coverage. The commentator Ian Leggett here from the college ground here in Guernsey, a beautiful ground. As the blue sky still hangs above us, low clouds. And it's just one of the most marvellous sights in cricket. And again, we're seeing the energy in the German field. Every single player running forward. Big encouragement. Pats on the back. They know they're off to a brilliant, brilliant start here. And one that could really shape this net run rate figure at the end of the game. Calculations happening all the time. And at the interval, we're going to bring you all the latest information on what could be the minimum requirements if they're to pull off pretty much a famous victory here in European cricket. T20 international cricket now after that decision was made as well for these sides. But it's going to be Rahimzee, Abdul Shakur Rahimzee bowling from the far end here at the college field. Just played nicely off his wrist, and it's a lovely way just to reverse the strike. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with Ben Stevens facing more of the balls here. Stevens has stayed in and he's marvelously composed. Found the boundary a couple times already. But at the moment, a big swing and a miss, and he thinks he's got him. There's another wicket, and that's Ben Stevens. He departs. And that's the 5th wicket, 49 for 5 now in the 9th over. What a start this is by the German team. Well, Rahimze picks up his 2nd. Ben Stevens now departs. It's Ben Ward, the new man in, the 20-year-old. What a start this has been. Who would have thought it? They've been so consistent with the bat throughout this tournament. Posted very convincing totals throughout, you know. 140s, 150s. Very confident at the start of this game, as I'm just going to see a replay of the wicket here. He was out his crease and he was stumped. He stepped down 1 step. He got him clean. As the German side ran in there. And got the wicket. Well, Ben Ward, the new man at the crease, and that's just pushed forward there, and really good fielding by the man at mid-wicket as he dove down to the floor just to stop a certain single. I'm just looking around at the field right now. They got a deep square leg. They got a cow corner. Deep point. And that's found the gap, and that's straight off the mark. That's really nice there from Ben Ward. Pushes that forward and grabs a single. Well, Hawkins, Kay and Ward, who would have thought this? After such brilliant batting from the Jersey lineup. I said Janty Jenner and Corey Bisson hitting so well in the tournament. Ben Stevens, a bit of encouragement for the Jersey lineup, but it's been all Germany so far, and it actually hasn't been the pace bowling of Machete and Delatzai. It's been the off breaks. Well, it seems as Hawkins K's nickname is Kaká, eminent of the footballer Kaká. I wonder if he's got the skills of that. But he's got to display. He certainly does have some skills with the ball. He's the top wicket taker. And he plays the sweep shot there. That's a really nice shot. It does fall into the hands of Delatzai there, and it was almost a run out. That's really good fielding. What's wonderful, it's a wonderful side in cricket always. Someone just hits the stumps directly in the side. Yelp, almost as if they've got a wicket. Well, all they did was save the single. Good cricket here. Well, it's the end of the over. 50 for 5 after 9 overs. And if someone was to say that was the score before the game, if you were a betting man, that would have been quite a surprise. Unbelievable start by the Germans. Just going to take a look at the summary card here. It's Ben Ward just taking his guard. Well, German win the toss and decide to bowl first. It seems an ambitious choice, seeing the lineup that Jersey have, but I think it's paying off right now. 50 for 5 after 9 overs. Ashraf again. It's just pushed onto the leg side. They're going to grab another single there, and that's met with a nice response there from the Jersey team next to. I think they're going to be cheering on every single here. The German side off to an absolutely flying start here. 51 for 5 in the 10th. Again, just a dot ball, and I don't think we've quite seen energy like this in the field throughout the tournament. The Jersey side are very loud, but the Germans are definitely winning the decibel meter here. Tries the sweep shot. Looked like it was a wicket. There was a big screen from the German tent over there. They really thought it was caught and bowled behind the stumps. Wicket-keeper Michael Richardson, a fantastic tape to his right there. It's Ashraf coming in again from the pavilion end. We'll cut away, but that finds. Oh, wonderful little paddle scoop behind. That's going to run away. I don't think it's got the legs to go to the boundary. They're going to run 2 there. They hesitate for 3, but they're going to wait. Well, that's really well run. An elegant shot. Anthony Hawkins K there. Played that very well. That's going to bring a smile onto his face and a little confidence boost as well. Struck well. There is a fielder out there at deep cover. And they just run a single. Well, Hawkins K, I don't want to be the commentator's curse right now, but he's played a couple shots there. And I'm sure the likes of Johnny Jenner would have been happy to play. A nice paddle scoop behind. And a wonderfully timed cut shot. 54 for 5. The 10th over mark, the halfway stage right now, is 54 for 5. Well, the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals live coverage here. What a game we have in store. First and second place, Jersey looking to secure the victory and make their way to the global qualifiers in the UAE. Plays another sweep shot there, Hawkins K, but really good fielding. And once again, jubilation from the German side right now. Every single dot ball is being met like as if they've got a wicket. It's a good sight, and it just shows how much they want this. They know a low score. They're in with every chance of possibly getting through. Plays the sweep shot there. That does miss the fielding of Wardak, but collected by Delatsai. Big arm in. He's got a wonderful arm. Delatsai there, straight into the hands of Richardson. As they just grab a single. Well, Rahimzade picked up 2 wickets in his 2 overs so far. He's proved lethal. Push forward and collecting a mid-on. Well, Ben Ward. Gone big. But is there a fielder on the boundary? And it's 6. What a shot that is from Ben Ward. It's a maximum, and it's the first maximum of the day. And who would have thought it's coming from Ben Ward, the 20-year-old right-handed batsman. And that was a very convincing strike right over the head of the person at Cow Corner. And that is 6 runs onto the scoreboard. I'm just getting a replay of this in front of me right now. And that is as good as a cricket shot as you're going to see. And that's good batting, and that's a really good response from Rahimzade. Well, Ben Ward has now got 27 runs so far in the tournament. And this is really nice bowling from Abdul Shakur Rahimzade. Really nice response at the end of the over, but that 6 was a fantastic shot. One knee, swung his bat. I'll tell you, that was near perfect cricket there. Well, if we just take a look at the batting card, and here is the story of the day so far. Flying start by the bowlers. Ben Stevens is the only positivity there on the Jersey side. Johnny Jenner, big wicket, 15 from 15 balls. And he pushes that down. That's really nice batting again from Hawkins K. It just pushed that down onto the offside and collected by Delatsai, fielding it long off. Oh, really interesting dynamic as they reach this midway stage. 54 for 5 after 10 overs. Really nicely played again. I think they're just going to stay for the single. They're not going to want to risk the risky 2s right now. So the score moves on to 62 for 5. How do they approach this? Do they go big? The field setting right now is just going to allow them to go for singles. Driven really nicely, and this could be 4 runs, and that's one of the shots of the day there. Anthony Hawkins K with the most glorious cover drive. Well, both the batsmen now showing their worth. Wonderful shot through the covers, and it rolled away for 4. Anthony Hawkins K, 4 more into his scorecard. Well, 67 for 5. As I just see the production team with a smile on their face as well. They knew how good of a cricket shot that was. And they're going to snag a little single here again, met with a nice response. I'm not sure if it's being picked up on the microphone. It's Jersey side, full of encouragement. Nice little recovery here from Hawkins K and Ben Ward. Hawkins K, 12-14 off 14 balls. A little more pace there by Ashraf, and that's a good response. They've got a long off and a long on right now. Deep point, deep mid-wicket. Pushed onto the... Oh, that's a wonderful side. Onto the leg side and collected by Asad Mohammed there. I'm going to grab a single, but I think they're perfectly content right now with just letting the scoreboard tick over. Well, that's 9 off the over. And that's really good. 70 for 5 all of a sudden. And if they have any more of those, they'll be very happy as they enter the 13th over now. 70 for 5 after 12 overs. We're just going to wait for that score bar to update down the bottom. If you're just tuning in now, the German bowlers off to a flying start with Craig Machete bowling Corey Besson in his first ball in the first over. Hit middle stump, but it was a fantastic display of bowling. And we saw Ben Stevens launch a little recovery for Jersey. Jonty Jenner out on 15. Well, that's driven hard onto the leg side by Ben Ward. They're just going to pick up a single. This German side knowing how important this game is. If you're not familiar with the Europe finals, it's been 6 teams. Each playing each other at once. Each side has had a double-header day. We've had to use all the reserve days here, the 2 reserve days, including today. A really nice shot again, and it's been quite ruthless with only the one side going through. It's only the top team of this Europe final that makes their way to the global qualifier in the UAE in October. That's a wide ball, signal by the umpire. Rahimzee bowling his final over here, 16 for 2. The sides get to play the bigger associate nations. It looked like he wanted to go big there, Ben Moore, but I think he controlled himself. He did lean back, almost like he was going to go for the big shot again, but the ball almost just slowed down as it hit the ground. But yeah, they're going to be playing the likes of Scotland, Ireland, and driven hard again. That's through the covers. That's 4 more. A wonderful shot. And the Jersey side next to me are celebrating like he got a 50. A wonderful shot. And that's 4 more onto the scoreboard. 4 more to Ben Ward. 76 for 5 now. And this is a nice little recovery by the 2 middle order batsmen here. Both bowlers. Hawkins K is actually the top wicket taker in the tournament so far with 9 wickets. He's been lethal with the ball. Well, that's a better response there from Rahimzee. Now it's a big gust of wind comes in at the college field. It's a wonderful ground surrounded by trees, and on a windy day it can be quite ruthless actually. Well, that's just pushed forward again, and they're happy with the dot balls here, but like I was saying, opportunity for these smaller European nations to play in a global qualifier is something that every player wants to achieve, and this Jersey side having the conversations with them as well as the Germans. They know how big of an opportunity this is for them to get through. 76 for 5 after 13 overs. We're just actually seeing a really good decision by the captain, Pillay, here. He's going to put on Izzatullah Delatsai again. Bowling his favoured end here at the pavilion end. I think the change of pace is the correct decision. Can these batsmen survive the speed of the former Afghanistan international bowler? Well, that's played really well, actually, by Hawkins K. That's a nice response. Now, Hasn't picked up a wicket in the game so far in his 2 wickets. His 2 overs, pardon me. The 28-year-old, he has picked up 8 wickets in the tournament now. Economy of 5.25. He's bowled very well and he's impressed everyone. He's been the talk of the town actually at each ground. He's noticeably quicker than some of the bowlers on display in this tournament. Bowls the filler delivery there, but that's played really nicely off the hip and just turned away for a single. Hawkins K grabs another one. He moves on to 14 off 17 deliveries. 77 for 5 now. As the clouds actually less blue sky, but still a nice day. I was just saying it can get quite windy here. I think that's just the production tent, and I think that's a very smart decision to let the commentator freeze. Typical. But it's a gorgeous sunny day. If you're listening and you're in Guernsey, why not pop down and watch some international cricket? If you're tuning in now, welcome. Shorter delivery again. And just runs a single. That's really good vision there by Hawkins K, who called that one. And this is good. The momentum is slowly... Well, it's good for Jersey, pardon me. It's leaning more into the favour here of the Jersey side. They're just grabbing a stronger grip on this. 5 wickets down. It could have been easy for them just to possibly collapse, but it's really good batting so far by Anthony Hawkins K and Ben Ward. German side have gone a bit more quiet in the field, actually. To that side looking to strike 78 for 5 in the 14th in this Europe final. Incredibly exciting stuff. Jersey grabbed the victory. They're off to the UAE. Short delivery, played well. Well, he rode that really nicely. It has fallen to the man at deep third man. That was really elegant batting. He didn't get caught up with the pace, and Hawkins K's a pretty tall person as well, so dealing with the bounce and having that height, it's as anyone that's played cricket before or watched high-level intensity cricket, you know that these balls are coming at you at some pace. If you're a taller person, to avoid the ball, it's quite a challenge, and Hawkins did very well there. Just opened up his bat face, picks up another single. That's 3 in the over. He's dealing with the pace of that side very well right now as Ben Ward now faces. Fuller delivery. Just played on. Leg side there. Just the top ball. That's a good recovery. And there was no need to go for the stupid shots here. Now we were just saying they were 54 for 5 after 10 overs. So they have increased the run rate very slightly here, sitting at a nice 5.7. I don't think there was any need for them to do the stupid shots. Just take over and head towards 100, and hopefully with 5 overs to go, start having a hit and put on a score of 120, 125. But the danger is this German side does have some power hitting. Flat bat, pushed nicely. Versus the strike again. Well, that's a really nice end to the over, and I'd say that's a win for the batting side there. Just 4 off it. The score moves on to 80 for 5. Well, there's a Tula Dalat side being handled very well by these 2 middle order batsmen. Well, 14 overs gone. 6 remaining in this T20 International. Germany won the toss, decided to bowl first. Looked like it paid off with early wickets. We're just going to take a look at the bowling card really quickly right now. And you can see here is Craig Machete, 2 wickets. He picked them up in his first 2 overs. There's also Rahimze, the wicket taker, 2 wickets from his first 2 overs as well. So it's a good decision. Now we're just seeing the captain there just consult what they're possibly going to do. It's going to be Hamid Wardak bowling from the far end here at the College Field. He's taken 8 wickets in the tournament. And how he would like to pick up a 9th, maybe a 10th, and situate himself at the top of the table. All these little personal goals for the players, you know, all these little awards, statistics, the morale boosters. Well, that's a really nice delivery there. Full of a length. Just down the onside. Pardon me, the offside. And deflected well by Michael Richardson. Behind the stumps, brought in after the injury of Daniel Weston. German wicketkeeper. Well, pushed on. That's really nice batting by Hawkins K. Puts that onto the leg side. Looks like the energy levels are back up for this German side as the sun's come out again. Pushed onto the leg side there again. That's a really nice shot. I think they want two, but they see this is very good batting, and this is the communication in the middle that's doing them well right now. Kieran Metcalf, former Irish international, also on commentary duty right now on the other stream, Denmark versus Italy. She's spoken to me all week about the importance of communication between the batters. So often, some batsmen get lost in their own head. Fuller delivery, and it's handled really well there by Ben Ward. Again, just taking the single, and they're very happy right now. Just to clock at the singles, the score moves on to 83 for 5 now in the 15th over. It's been a really nice recovery from the two batsmen. This Jersey was sitting in a really rough situation, 10 overs down. They were 54 for 5, something that no one in this ground would probably expect after the performances so far. For the side that's grabbed 4 wins from 4, sitting top of the table. Fuller delivery again and punished. But there is a fielder there in the deep covers. Again, another single onto the scorecard. 84 for 5 now. Looks like the German team are also happy just collecting singles now. I'm sure they're going to look at this total and think we might be within reach or something. But if they're within a chance actually securing qualification and being the winners of this tournament, it's all going to come down to net run rate. They're going to have to do it really fast. We'll get the calculations to you at the interval. At the innings plate, there's lots of brains and boffins right now. Their heads in their computers with their calculators out. Not my cup of tea. I can barely add 2 plus 2. I think that equals 4, am I right? Yeah, thumbs up. Excellent. But yes, exciting finish here, the final of this Europe final. It's been a great week of cricket. If you're tuning in for the first time, if you're tuning in for the 9th time, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and it's been great to be out in Guernsey, a beautiful island. I've actually caught the sunset myself a couple times in a week where we're based, just down on the shoreline, and some absolutely beautiful scenery, the rock faces and the water. So we're going to see Asad Mohammed taking the ball from the pavilion end here. Cut away and just finds the fielder there. Point. Again, not escaping the fielder. It's going to fill him with confidence, striking the ball that well. Hawkins K, 17 off his 21 deliveries. It's been a really nice recovery by this Jersey pair. Oh, wonderfully. That's gone down fine. That's going to hit third man at deep. And they're going to run back for 2. Really good running here. It could have been out. Direct hit would have been out. But Hawkins K was very quick between the wickets there and wanted to grab 2. That's the first 2 in a while. And again, a little morale booster for the batsman. That's a wonderful shot as well. Just cut away, nearly reaches the covers there, and it just finds extra cover, deep extra cover. I know, I think if I was Steve Knox standing on the sideline, I'd be quite a nervous man right now. They've got to find another level, another step in intensity here, the German side. They've got to take it up a gear and break this partnership up. Push down the ground, straight hit. And it's just gone for 4. Well, Amir Khan Mangal tried to play a bit of football with that ball there, and he hasn't got the skills of Messi. He just rolled away for 4. That's Izzatullah Dalazzo right in front of us, just telling you he probably should have gone down and dove for that. That was very easy. He tried to hit that with the side of his foot, and it was a straight hit for 4. His first boundary in a while, 91 for 5 now. Just pushed away. And they could have run one there, but I think the man at mid-wicket ran in very quickly. So Mead Wardak straight off the mark there at mid-wicket. Very quick. Slapped away, and it does find the hands of Wardak again. Oh, almost hesitation. Hawkins K wanted the single there. Ben Ward called no. Direct hit possibly could have been out, but they're all safe. 91 for 5 after 16 overs. Wow, what a game we have in store here. This could be a tremendous run chase. The big hitting of Craig Machete. I witnessed him hit 5 sixes in an over off the bowling of Hamid Shah at the KG5 ground yesterday. That video is available online to watch. The Men's T20 World Cup Facebook video on the Facebook channel. You have to excuse my commentary, I went a little bit mad. It's not every day you see someone hit 5. It could have been 6 in my opinion. I think he missed it, the third one. Hamid Shah, swinging bowl, fantastic. I think actually he got hit so hard, he decided not to bowl today as well in the game against Guernsey. Who knows what the reasons there was. As we're actually going to see the reappearance of the double wicket taker Craig Machete. Full delivery, just finds the hands of Richardson behind the stumps, and that was an interesting delivery there. Look, it actually floated in mid-air, a bit of movement. I don't think it was swing, I just think he actually angled that just to pop down to the leg side. Hawkins K didn't really know what to do there. He's a big man, Craig Machete, as well, the 27-year-old. He's got 139 runs in the tournament. He's also picked 2 wickets up in this game, including the first over wicket of Corey Bisson. Shorter delivery there, and that's just going to roll to the man. Fine leg. Me at third man. I mix up my rights and lefts here. Well, they have got deep third man in place. Deep square leg. Someone at, well, almost cow corner. He's actually hiding in the trees. It looks like he's getting a bit of shade. Maybe he's afraid of the sun. Who knows? Hit well onto the leg side. Now cries of yes, AK. They're running 2 here, and that's really good running. Now the German fielders, it was the man at Cal Corner. He was a little late off the mark there, and they've let them get 2, and that's again a little lift of the spirits here as the Jersey side head towards 100, and they'll be feeling very good after sitting at 54 for 5 after 10 overs. The loss of Jonty Jenner and Ben Stevens and Nick Ferriby, Corey Bisson, all the openers, the top 4 dispatched, gone away. What the pace and it was actually the spin. The German side. That's the real story of the day. 93 for 5. Oh, I can hear Jonty Jenner next to us in the tent. He might have gone out, but he's one of the most vocal players in the team. He normally feels down at long on, long off, and he's incredibly vocal. He's cheering on Anthony Hawkins K right now. He's putting in a fantastic knot. 22 of 27 balls, the bowler. I'd call him an all-rounder now. This is an unbelievable performance. Top wicket taker in the tournament, and he's putting in a life-saving knock here for Jersey. Struck well. He's just going to find a man in. Again, a little misfield now. This brings up the point of intent. It's been something that's spoken about all week in the commentary box at the KG5. Kieran Metcalf, former Irish international, talking about intent in the running, intent in the field, and forcing mistakes. Something that maybe sides haven't done so much. Something like Jersey have, actually. Maximising opportunities and making sure they, at all points, keep the pressure on the side. And there, they ran a single and they forced a misfield there at mid-off. It's really good running as Ben Ward's now going to be facing Craig Machete. What a wonderful shot. That was played so nicely. Just onto the onside. Just goes square. And that's the end of the over. Now let's just have a look at the summary card here. If you're just joining in, welcome to live coverage of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals. Germany won the toss, elected to bowl first. Seemed like a smart decision, but a fantastic recovery here by the middle order batsman here. Ben Ward and Hawkins K. Ben Stevens, a little bit of recovery batting at 3 there. hitting a nice 23, but they've seemed all over them. 54 for 5 after 10 overs. But a fantastic recovery here by Anthony Hawkins-Kay and Ben Ward. The score, 95 for 5 after 17. 3 overs to go. Now I suspect they're going to be aiming for a score of 125 here. What do we think? Full of delivery, lofted into the air, but the man in the deep, if he was 2 steps forward, he possibly could have gone for that. Yeah, they do have a man at deep square leg, and I think the right decision is deep square leg, cow corner, and a long on. Really worried about how these guys are going to play on that. I think after seeing him smash that shot for 6, they're playing well. That's really well bowled. This is Hamid Wardak now bowling from the pavilion end. Well, yeah, they've got a... say it is a long on. They've also got a long off. A deep point. Oh, it's a tremendous shot there. Anthony Hawkins-Kay happy to take the single here, collected by Mangle out in cow corner. I think they've gone very defensive for the 6 shot. I think they're very happy for these guys just to churn through the singles here. We've seen this a lot in the tournament so far. The fielding side's not setting the most aggressive of fields and just allowing the singles to happen. Pushed again, exact same shot, but this time by Ben Ward. Collected again by Mangle. And they're running for 2 here. Direct hit, could have been out. Oh. Well, Wardak got the ball there, and if he got the ball safely in his hands, it would have been out, and it would have been the end of Anthony Hawkins-Kay. It was an ambitious call to go for 2 there, and I think it was the right decision. They forced a misfield. Mangle passing the ball into Wardak, and it could have been out. Big shot there. There is a man out, and it's 6 runs, and it's a big shot for 6. It's the maximum, the 2-hand raise by the umpire there. The exact same shot as the last time. And he got a hold of that. 6 more runs onto the scorecard. And they've moved into the hundreds. 105 for 5 now. What a recovery this has been by the Jersey batsman. Struck well, straight hit. This could go for 4. Straight down the ground, almost into the commentary box over here. What a fantastically confident stroke again from Ben Ward. 6, then 4 at the end of the over. Wardak punished. Well, he moves on for 37 off 30. The score now 109 for 5 after 18 overs. They've got to be pushing on for 125. 2 fantastic shots from Benjamin Ward at the end of the over. Hawkins-Kay and Ben Ward. What a 50 partnership it's been for these 2 batsmen. Fantastic knock in the middle of this game. Germany have really slowed down, but I still feel 120 is definitely a chaseable target for this German side. Denmark got 109 for 8 after their 20 overs, and Germany chased that down with ease after the big hitting of Craig Machete. And I'll tell you, as a fan of cricket, as someone who loves the game dearly, I feel one of the luckiest people in the world right now. One of the most gorgeous views in front of me with this blue skies and low-hanging white clouds. Getting to call a European international cricket match for you guys. It's fantastic. 2 overs to go. 109 for 5. Seeing a fantastic display of hitting by Ben Ward. At the end of that over, 6 then 4. I love a cover drive, but for me, a straight push for 4 is one of the nicest cricket shots in the land when it's hit with the confidence that Ben Ward just hit that at. Wowee. Something to behold. The 19th over. Isatula Delatsai has decided to bowl his final over from the far end, hoping to maybe get a bit of luck. He's not found a wicket today. This final game of the tournament for both sides. 2 final games ongoing. Denmark playing Italy. We'll have a score update from that in the second innings, but you can also catch live coverage of that with commentary from our former Irish international Kieran Metcalf. We bid farewell to our other commentator Andrew Leonard. Great job he's done all week at the college field. Just pushed away, and they're going to run a nice little single here. That's really clever batting once again from Anthony Hawkins-Kay. It's very difficult for these German bowlers to find a breakthrough here because they're playing so sensibly. They go for the big shots only when it's timed. I'm just having a look at the field here. They've got a cow corner. Long on. Long off. So they just bring in. Third man comes in a lot closer. He's actually almost playing fly slip here if he was 2 more steps in. They've got a backward point. Deep square leg and deep point at the college field here in Guernsey. Oh, he tried to go big there, but he's got lucky. There's Ben Ward. They're going to run 2 here. It's running towards the boundary. And Mangle does the saving throw there. That was almost 4 runs. A bit lucky. Does find the edge there, but there's no fielder. I'll tell you, we've barely seen. I know it's T20 cricket. We've not seen many sides go for the slip. Go for the fly slip. Play any of them positions. Like I said, they've played very widespread fields here. So they're actually just bringing square leg in. Out from the deep, and they've gone square leg in, and they've actually made deep fine leg. He's gone very big now. It's going to go over the head. Is it going to be a wonderful catch? No, it's not. Avoids the hands of Hamid Wardak. Could have been a run out. We're really good running again between the middle of the wickets. They snag another 2. Where's Attila Delatsai? Fair enough here. He's being punished. 14. Sorry, that was just a single run there. Well, it went over the heads of Wardak. It would have been an unbelievable catch. He would have had to reach out like Ben Stokes at the Oval. Talking of good catches, we've been treated to several of them through the tournament. Jake Dunford, the Jersey wicketkeeper. My moment of the week. He dove, he ran 20 yards and picked out a screamer, but Josh Butler, actually the Guernsey captain, an absolute blinder in the game before this. Well, it's a big appeal. I think there was bat there before the pad. Well, Anthony Hawkins-Kay doesn't seem fazed by that. They've got wickets in hand here, and they've got 1 delivery of this over to come, and then there's 1 to come. I think they're going to go for it and aim for at least another 10 runs here. Put on 125, possibly 130 if they want to go bigger. They have got man out the deep. Square legs in. Long off. Long on. Deep point. They've got almost a deep extra cover. Halfway between the extra cover point there. Fly slip as well. Driven hard down the ground. And that's going to find the fielder at long off. And avoids the hands of Isatula Delatsai. As he has 1 to come. Wow, he's failed to pick up a wicket, and he was the danger man today. Jersey have done very well to avoid him. I don't think he's failed to find an aggressive line. He's bowled a filler length a couple times. Maybe tried to force the catch. Now Ben Ward faces Delatsai's final delivery here from the far end at the college field. Great delivery there, and that's a wonderful delivery to end it straight into the hands of Richardson. But Wardy, very content with just playing a swing and a miss there. That spells the end of Isatula Delatsai, 15 for nothing off his overs. The economy's been good. So just going to take a very quick look at the batting card here, as we have 1 over to come. Well, Hawkins-Kay and Ben Ward, the story of the day here. Benjamin Ward with a fantastic 40 off 33, and Hawkins-Kay playing a supporting role with 26 off 33. Early wickets with Corey Bisson going for 0, Ferraby going for 1, and Jonty Jenner, the star of the show yesterday against Italy, departing for 15 off 15. Who would have thought it? Anthony Hawkins-Kay, the leading wicket taker in this tournament, partnering up with the 20-year-old Benjamin Ward. 40 runs. 1 over to come here. 115 for 5. I have a feeling we're going to see some power hitting. It's a shame I don't have Kira next to me. Kira Metcalf. She refers to this as party time. I always like that. Even in the world of elite international sport, there's not a technical term for going at it and hitting it hard. Party time, I think, is actually a very appropriate way to say it. I'll tell you what, we saw Craig Machete yesterday do some party time. 5 sixes off the over. Hamid Shah. That wasn't a party, that was an extravaganza. A firework display. And maybe we're going to see a little bit of that later. As Germany going to go for the chase. 115 for 5. Asad Mohamed's going to bowl the final over here for Germany from the pavilion end. Benjamin Ward, 40 of 33 balls in this Europe final. The second last game. Full delivery. Driven hard down the ground. Going to find Mangle fielding it long off. And they're just going to grab the single here. And that was Hawkins K taking the strike there. Happy to take the one. Benjamin Ward on strike now. Now, we've seen him hit a wonderful, or 2 wonderful sixes over in a cow corner. He's got a wide stance. Knees bent. He's gone big again. The same shot. And that was the biggest of the day. That's almost into the roofs of the apartments there. A huge shot for 6 as he moves on to 46 of 34 balls. What a shot. Wow, 122 for 5 as we all catch our breath after watching that shot. I think they had to go for a new ball. I think they might have, actually. They have. Just confirmation they've had to go for a new ball where they lost that. We saw that earlier in the earlier game of Denmark versus Guernsey. But what a shot that is from Ben Ward. He's on 46 here. 4 away from that half century. Tries to go again, straight here, it's going to be 4, and that's the half century for the 20-year-old batsman. He raises his bat, but he knows the job isn't done yet. Straight hit for 4, 6, 4, and a half century for Benjamin Ward in this clash against Germany. This has been a wonderful display, 126 for 5 now. 3 deliveries to go. Wonderful fight back from these Jersey batsmen. Tried to go. It's gone over the head of the guys at point. It might run away for 4 here. Going to be collected by fielder there at deep point. That's Rahimzade. As they managed to get back for 2. A 1-6-4-2. I think Anthony Hawkins did the right thing there. Just hit a single and get Ben Ward on strike. 52 off 36. This has been a tremendous knock from the 20-year-old. Full toss and he's gone big again. Another 6 to Ben Ward. Huge hitting of the Jersey team next to me are screaming his name. What a display of hitting this has been from Ben Ward. Another 6. The total goes to 134 for 5 now. 1 delivery to come. Well, I want to ask, what can we expect? But from the hitting so far, I think Ben Ward's going to do one thing and one thing only here and go for a big one. 58 or 37. He's tried to go big, and that's a really nice final delivery there by Asad Mohamed. And it's going to finish on a total of 134 for 5. From 20 overs. And that's been an unbelievable knock from the 20-year-old. 58 runs of 38 deliveries. Anthony Hawkins playing the supporting role in the middle there. 27 or 34. An important knock as well. Well, who would have thought it after the start that Germany got to, claiming the wicket of Corey Besson early on. Middle stump bowled by Craig Machete. Who thought where this innings was going to go? But he's being really well received now as he comes off. This has been one of the knocks of the tournament here by the 20-year-old Benjamin Ward, 58 of 38. And Anthony Hawkins' got a little smile on his face here. They're being really, well received by the Jersey teammates here, and they have done very well to get into 130 tier. This is the power of this Jersey team. They've got power throughout the lineup, and what a tremendous display of hitting at the end there from Benjamin Ward. I'm just going to take a look at the batting card here. Wow, we've been treated to a show here at the college field. A flying start by the German quick bowlers, but oh my days, what performance there that from the middle order. Well, as you can see, Nick Farabee and Corey Besson departing for 1 and 0. Golden duck for Corey Besson, who's hit 96 runs in the tournament. So it was a big wicket. Ben Stevens playing this, well, almost playing the recovery role in the middle there. He had a nice 23 of 24, and he was welcomed in by 3 batsmen, actually. He accompanied everyone. Don Blompier didn't make an appearance, but a huge wicket of Jonty Jenner as well, which was an amazingly good wicket to get for the German side after the tremendous knock that he had. But we'll just take a look at the bowling figures here. A flying start by the Germans. Craig Machete getting a wicket in his first over, and he picked up 2 from his 4 overs. But most importantly, the quick bowling of Isatullah Delatsai failing to get a wicket from his 4 overs, only going for 15 runs though. Rahimze picking up 2 wickets as well, crucially, and both coming in consecutive overs. But the story of the day today has been an unbelievable knock so far from the 20-year-old Benjamin Ward. Half century and an amazing knock from the youngster. I'm going to take a break now, and we're going to join you as Germany need 135 from 20 overs to claim a victory. We are going to do the calculations to find out the net run rate, but an amazing display of hitting from Benjamin Ward there. Well, welcome back to the College Field grounds here. We just had an unbelievable innings. It was so to and fro between the German bowlers and the Jersey batsmen. Early wickets, crucial wickets as well, but they finished 134 for 5 after 20 overs. Just going to take a quick look at the batting card here as we see the fielders get in place. And what a knock that was from the 20-year-old Benjamin Ward. 58 or 38 balls not out. One of the innings of the tournament here in the Europe Finals. It's the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals, live from Guernsey. I'm Ian Leggett. I'm going to be on commentary today. So we're going to see Germany attempt to chase down 134 in the 20 overs. Now, those with a keen eye will know these two top of the table. The net run rate could play a pivotal role. What I'm going to quickly do is just bring up that points table. Just show you the situation. The net run rate. They're going to need to do this in a pretty spectacular fashion. Chase it down and rough calculations at the innings break. Nothing exact here. We won't know by the end of the game, but if they do it within around 15 overs, around 14 overs, they could be within a chance, Germany. Securing the big win here. Elliot Miles to open. I'm just going to wait for the scorebar to open there, and one thing we saw from the German side, as it's just updated in front of you, one thing we saw from the German side was high intensity energy in the field. You're going to see a lot of that from this Jersey side, no doubt about it. Quicker delivery there, dives on the ground, and that's a wonderful little saving stop there from Elliot Miles. 21-year-old, bowling them left arm orthodox. 2-dot balls. Now, Germany got off to an absolute fly. Craig Machete opened the bowling. Picked up the wicket of Corey Besson. Pushed forward, another dot ball. Elliot Miles, it's a bit more on that, a bit flatter and a bit fuller. Another dot ball. Machete and Michael Richardson, the two openers here for Germany. Well, straight into the hands of Anthony Hawkins-Kay there. Try to go through the covers. Hawkins-Kay now, this is all part of the qualification pathway. If you're just tuning in to the Men's T20 World Cup in 2020, Miles just turns around there, does a little lap himself, and spins the ball. He's just his tent is actually situated right next to the Jersey tent. It's a quicker delivery, and I'll tell you what, this could be a catch here. It's going to be a boundary. Well, Ben Stevens does a tremendous job there in the deep to stop that. It hit the ground hard and firm and stopped rolling. So Ben Stevens just gets lucky there and just manages to save. Elliot Miles goes for his first runs of the day, and that's Craig Machete off the mark with a 2. Now, those of you paying a lot of attention to this final would have noticed the amazing hitter of Craig yesterday. Firm along the ground, and that's through the covers, and that's exactly the danger that he presents. Any bad balls, he'll dispatch, and that's 4 runs. First boundary of the innings. Craig Machete moves on to 6 runs off 6 balls, and that's 6 off the over. Yeah, he hit a tremendous 5 6s off an over off the bowling of Hamid Shah. He scored 139 runs in the tournament. High score of 67. He was heading towards that top score that's actually held by Jonty Jenner. 71 runs is the highest score of the tournament. Craig Machete, they want to claim top spot in that batting records file. Top run scorer of the tournament's always a nice thing for someone to have in their locker. Nice achievement, nice accolade. Seeing Michael Richardson here. New facing. He's actually based down in Durham right now. Played a host of first-class cricket, a host of List A cricket as well. Only the 2 T20 internationals for Germany. That's really nice bowling. This is Anthony Hawkins-Kay. Top wicket taker in the tournament. 29-year-old, 9 wickets. He's got great economy figures as well, of just 5 and over. He's proved lethal. Seen him bowl a couple times at the KG5 ground. I've been based there for most of the week, and this has been my first proper game here at the college field, and it's an absolutely wonderful place to watch cricket, and we're getting a really nice evening light right now. Played off the hip there by Richardson, really sweet shot. Nick Farabee does the fielding there now. He's the opening batsman. He departed for a low score as well. Absolutely tremendous knock down the order by Anthony Hawkins-Kay, playing the supporting role. He actually said that to me. I just called him in the innings break there. I said, how did you feel about that? He said he had to play the supporting role. He didn't mind though. Driven forward, and what a wonderful shot again. That's gone through the covers, and that's a firm strike. Wonderful shot by Michael Richardson. Full of confidence, and avoided the fielder there at mid-off. And it's gone straight to all the Jersey fans actually situated down at long off. There's quite a few of them around, just popped across on the plane on the ferry from Channel Island to Channel Island. Been supporting their side throughout this tournament. They are in top position right now. Possibly on their way to the UAE. Pulled short. And it's just avoided the man at point there. It's Ben Ward actually. 20-year-old with all the runs. They just change ends here. Craig Machete can have his first time against Anthony Hawkins-Kay. Driven hard, and it's only going to find a fielder there. Mid on, they go for a roll. It looked like they were going to go for a run there. And they did. Oh, that's good vision straight away from Michael Richardson. Keen to run a single. They've definitely got to get their hurry on. Like I said at the start of this broadcast, so we're going to come down to net run rate if Germany want to start an opportunity for qualifying. Shorter delivery. That's just past the hands there. That's going to run away for 4. I don't think he meant that. That's gone a point. Big cheer from the German 10. They're the ones making all the noise now. They struck early, and they're striking early in their innings. 18 for no loss after 2 overs here. Just going to take a look at the bowling figures actually of the German team here and just revisit that innings. Well, Craig Machete struck early. Now he's hoping to hit well as well. 2 wickets, and it was actually Rahimze picked up another 2 wickets with his right arm off breaks. But all of a sudden, Anthony Hawkins-Kay, Ben Ward, wonderful partnership in the middle order, really saving Jersey. There were 10 overs, they were 54 for 5. They managed to put their way up to 134 for 5. Wonderful power hitting from the 20-year-old, as we're going to see an appearance now. Julius Somerera, 18 years old, right arm fast medium bowler. He's going to bowl from the pavilion end here. And I'll tell you, this is, and anyone that's been tuning into this broadcast, I have been fixating on how beautiful of a place this is to watch cricket. Now the birds are chirping and the sun's going down slightly. Short delivery, and that's been dispatched for a big 6 over the boundary, and the umpire puts his 2 hands up, and that's another big shot. What a statement of intent straight away. Craig Machete looks like he wants to go big here. Julius Somerera has been hit hard off his first ball. Tries to go again, and that's straight into the hands. The fielder at point. And we're standing at backward point. I'm just looking at the fielder's innings here. Obviously the power play. So they've gone for the deep square leg. Looks like they've gone for the deep third man as well. Oh, it's a free hit. Here we are. The umpire signal free hit. Watch your screens now. This could be big. And he's gone very large, and that's going to be a straight hit over the top. It's not good enough for the boundary. Picked up by the captain, Charles Chuggy Perchard. Run down a cow corner there. Oh, he didn't quite get hold of that, did Craig Machete. Right idea, he went prone, he went low. The hitting he put on at the KG5 yesterday was a batting masterclass, emulating Owen Morgan in the 6 hitting in the World Cup. Old Trafford looked like he took a leaf of his book. They're going to have to go big in this game. Full shot. There's no man out at deep point. That's deep cover. Another 4. It's another 6. Pardon me. Just see the umpire raise his hands there. And this is an expensive over already for Julius Somerera. Craig Machete. Just going to update the figures there. 21 off 11. He's in a hurry here. And if I'm to guess the attitudes of German, I think they're going to go for the big one here and possibly go. It's the right thing to do. Go for that global qualifying spot. Cut away again. Top of backward point. That's better there from Somerera. Just finds his line a bit better. 2 to come in the over, signals the umpire. Well, 33 for nothing in the 3rd over here. We knew we were going to get a show from the big German. Already hit 139 runs. High score of 67. What's he going to do today? Pulls it short. Really nice bit of fielding. And the cover's there. Stops a certain 4. Pompier. Dives in his line. It looks like he's actually hurt himself. He slid down really aggressively there. This Jersey unit have been amazing in the field throughout the tournament. They were to give out a fielding award, they would win it hands down. So much energy, so much dynamism. Full of delivery, and that's much better there from Julius Somerera. Cries of yes, Jules. That's a nice entity over there. 3 dots after being dispatched for a 6 of his first ball. Then a free hit, then another massive 6. Out to deep cover from Craig Machete. Well, 33 for no loss. After 3 overs. All part of the Europe finals here. Now, if you're just tuning in for the first time to this live coverage, we've been broadcasting all the games here. The regional finals in Guernsey. It's been a great tournament. There's also another game underway right now. Denmark are playing Italy. We're going to score update for you on that game as well. Just going to check up on that. Live coverage and commentary from former Irish international Kieran Metcalf over at the KG5 grounds. Well, Denmark 158 for 9 after 20 overs, and Italy are currently 38 for 2 from 6 overs. A very different game happening over at the KG5. That's 3rd and 4th place, but this is 1st and 2nd, and possibly a trip to the UAE in October on the line here. Jersey being in pole position the whole time, but Germany, a late fight back in the tournament. And the rain may have had effect on that. This game being pushed from Tuesday to now today. Used to the reserve day again in the tournament. Now Charles Perchard getting his first appearance with the ball. He's picked up 6 wickets in the tournament as the captain. Nickname is Chuggy Perchard. I always think that's a funny one. But you do hear him being rung around. Michael Richardson. And Craig Machete, sorry, just facing the bowling now. Just ran a single there. They're just changing up the field right now, and obviously the power play is restricting 2 people out of the inner ring. They've gone for a long off and a long on. That's much better bowling there. Really good length, but they do manage to sneak a single. Now the Germans are going to be running between the wickets, I think, every ball, keeping that run rate high. Run rate right now is currently in the 10s. 10.74. Well, Jersey hit 134 for 5 from 20 overs. Well, that's really good from Charles Perchard, but they do sneak a single. Direct hit possibly could have been out there. And again, just another single, the German side. Just situated on my left in the tent, just beside the Jersey team, cheering loud. Every single ball ringing with encouragement. As the sun is beating down in this gorgeous setting in Guernsey. College Field, part of Elizabeth College. A school based in Guernsey. Big shot. There is a fielder out in cow corner. But it's gone for 6. Just going to wait the umpire's signal there. And 6. The 2 hands go up again. That's a huge shot once again from Craig Machete. He moves on to 28 of 16 balls. And they really are going at this very hard. 42 for no loss. In the 4th over. This is absolutely outstanding hitting. And a really nice delivery from Charles Perchard there. Put him right on his toes. Just taking a look at that 6 again on my laptop on the replay here. And just a massive shot for 6. This guy can lever the ball. Just waiting, a little field change going on right now. Just getting deep fine leg just to move around a little bit and just less fine. Well, he really weighted his ball there, and I was just going to run a good single here. That's really good running. Craig Machete actually had to dive in there, and Charles Perchard. He goes for 10. The run rate's staying at 10, and 43 for no loss here after 4 overs. It's been an absolutely blistering fart from the German, but blistering start, pardon me, as that's not the best word to mispronounce there. Apologies there. As the production team look around, as I confuse my farts and starts on this live coverage here of the Europe final. Well, a blistering start here. Oh. We're going to see Michael Richardson as well, based down in Durham. He's facing now. It's actually going to be Craig Machete. It's only Anthony Hawkins K is going to have a ball, but he's going to have a ball this time from the pavilion end. Now we did see pace bowler Isatula Delatsai, second top wicket taker in the tournament. Struggled to grab a wicket today, and change of ends here. Actually, I was just having a chat about how they deal with the big hitting Machete. Just wondering if they pull a guy back to a long off. Now, I'm just looking square of the wicket here, and they've got Julius Somorera just going a bit more square. So he's going to sit square leg. And they don't want to have him out the deep. They have got a guy at cow corner because that seems to be the danger zone. I think they're going to also play a man at deep point. And that's going to fly out to the fielder there. Picked up by Don Blompier. Out at deep point. Yeah, they've gone for the deep point in the cow corner. But they're just going to change it up, actually, for Michael Richardson. I'm intrigued to see the captaincy here of Charles Perchard. He's been very good with the field placements, actually, moving them around constantly. Kira Metcalf, when I was commentating with her, talking about that dynamism you need in the field. Constant fluctuation, always making the batsman think in this format of the game. Deep square leg and also a deep point. Well, cries of excellent AK coming around, ringing around the fielders here at College Field. There's a lovely turnout as well around the ground. KG5 maybe more suited to players, but plenty of fans situated around the ground right now. Tries to go big, driven along the ground. Julius Somorau with the pick up there. Direct hit, could be out. Big appeal. They're screaming in the umpire's face. Well, remains motionless. What a throw at the stumps that was from Julius Somorera. Direct hit. We've seen a couple of beauties in this game. Anthony Hawkins K as well did the exact same. One of the games in the earlier tournament. Well, they thought they'd broken up the partnership there. A wonderful throw at the stumps. But the umpire remained motionless, and it's going to stay at 44 for nothing in the 5th over here. I've got the Jersey team tent right next to me, and they leapt up with enthusiasm Anthony Hawkins-Kay comes in again from the pavilion end. Bowled him, and that's the first wicket of the day. He does the fist pump in the air, and Anthony Hawkins-Kay grabs his 10th wicket of the tournament and the first of the game today. Michael Richardson is departing for 13, 44 for 1 now in the 5th over. Wow, it's a slow walk back for Michael Richardson. He knows that that was a big wicket. Anthony Hawkins-Kay looked fired up. Bowled him clean middle stump. Absolute beauty of a ball. Just got a replay of that there, and it just hit the top of the bails, and he's looking so fired up. They know how much this means. This is a place to go to the UAE and play in that global qualifier. A huge opportunity. Those of you tuning in, this is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe final, and Richardson's being really warmly received by his players there in the German tent. It's a huge opportunity for Jersey right now in the top position of the table to make their way to the UAE in October and November and play against the big dogs of associate cricket, and also Ireland and Zimbabwe. With Scotland there, the Netherlands, Hong Kong. It's a huge opportunity for them to be one stage away from playing in the T20 World Cup in Australia in 2020. But Germany not going down without a fight here. 44 for 1 in the 5th over. Craig Machete still in stock. Goes again, really nice delivery there. He slows it up just a little, puts it on the middle with the bat. And a wicket, then a dot ball. He was warming up for that, was Anthony Hawkins-Kay. 2 dot balls in a row, Richardson, and then he got the strike of the wicket. An overly ambitious shot, but it was a beautiful delivery. Just clipping the top of the bails. Sending the stumps almost flying. Anthony Hawkins-Kay picking up his 10th wicket. Currently sitting in the top wicket-taking wicket. Well, got the best bowling figures. Oh, actually... Well, he's actually matching Baljeet Singh for Italy. He's obviously picked up a couple today. And their match currently broadcasting. Kira Metcalf at the KG5 ground. Well, that was a wide delivery. That's just going to pop down to the fielder there. Deep third man. It's just going to be a single. It's been an absolutely tremendous over there from Anthony Hawkins-Kay. We just take a look at that points table. Would you look at that? Jersey still on top, obviously. Playing the first and second here. They're 8 points. That's what Germany need to do. Those you statisticians out there, if they pick up the win, they'll be on equal points, and it's all going to matter about that right-hand column there on the net run rate. They need to do it with rough calculations at the interval. They're going to need to do it within 14 overs. But we've already seen some power hitting from Craig Machete. 45 for 1 after 5 overs here. They'll be saying to themselves, nothing's impossible. But Jersey are going to go for the win here. Make it 5 from 5. And head to the UAE full of confidence. What a game we have in store here in the finale of the Europe final from Guernsey. Tremendous tournament, rain affected, but all the games have gone ahead. Ground staff have done a fantastic job to play on these reserve days. It's been a great atmosphere around the grounds as well. Wonderful host Guernsey have been. It's the Channel Island rivals right now. Are looking to claim that top spot in this tournament. 45 for 1 after 5 overs. We're going to see the first appearance of Dom Blampied, bowling from the far end here. 22-year-old leg breaks. It's gone high in the air. This could be caught. And that's Charles Purchard with the captain. And that's the second wicket. And Rahimzee departs for 1. They switch between the wickets. It was a fairly easy catch. It was a little confusing there. It looked like Julius Samorera was going to go for that. And then Charles firmly shouted his name and went for the catch. Dove on his knees and have grabbed their second. All of a sudden, 45 for 2 here in the 6th over. Well, Singh is going to be the new batsman at the crease for Germany. And I wonder what the approach is here. Do they go big? Does he put Craig on strike? There's cries of every ball from the field. That's Jonty Jenner out on the boundary there, just encouraging this side to think about every ball. Every ball counts. You've got to concentrate. You've got to run in hard. Great mentality. There's just a couple change-ups in the field, and Dom Blompier straight on. First ball, grabs a wicket. But only now, Craig Machete in his sights. The opposite end of the wicket. What a massive wicket that would be for Jersey. The 22-year-old's bowling against the 27-year-old here. And he's got very big, and that's a massive shot into the trees. Over the scoreboard, and they're going to need a new ball. Craig Machete gives Dom Blompier the full punishment for that delivery. 36 off his 20 balls received now. Score goes into the 50s. What a shot that was. Puts it on to the leg side there, one knee. Clean as a whistle. The new ball is being delivered by the umpire there. What a shot. That was for one knee, as I just see a replay on my screen here. Absolutely walloped that. Score now 51 for 2. Well, Blompier after getting the wicket for Himse. He's just got the full treatment by Craig Machete. 51 for 2 now. All chasing that elusive 1-3-4. Like I said, the faster they do this, if they do it maybe within 14 overs, they could be in a chance of claiming that top spot from Jersey and making their way to the UAE. What an unbelievable story that would be, and what an unbelievable finish that would be to the men's T20 World Cup Europe finals here from Guernsey. Ian Leggett on commentary here. It's been wonderful to be a part of this all week. We've seen some wonderful games of cricket, some wonderful moments. And at the moment, we're seeing a tremendous knock by Craig Machete for Germany. 36 off 20 balls. If you're just tuning in now, this is first and second playing each other in the tournament. Jersey on top. There's just a little meeting happening there between Dom Blompier, between the captain Charles Perchard. Just thinking how they can. Oh, they're just having a chat with the umpire actually. There's something to do with the ball. Who knows? Whatever it is, they've got to find a way to counter the threat. The big hitting Machete. Wanted to go big again, but just played the cut shot there. Going to be fielded by the captain, Charles Perchard there. Extra cover. Nice pickup. Well, he's well and truly. Jonty Jenner at the start of this game was at the top of the score. Top run scorers in the competition. He's now on 164 runs, but Craig Machete on 169 runs, 109 balls faced. And that's a really good delivery there by Dom Blompier. Just didn't give him the space to open up. They do run a single. As now Singh is going to be facing his second delivery, pardon me. He tries to go big, and Dom Blompier does the fielding himself. And that's a dot ball. Well, what a thrilling finish we have in store for you. Tried to go big, that might fall into the hands. It's up and over the head, and that's 4 runs there. 4 more onto the German scoreboard, and Singh, now he's got his eye in. Very good. Just got a little thumbs up there by Izzatullah Delatzai. Actually said, good game. He understands how exciting this is for both the teams. Finishing the over, 56 for 2 now, after 6 overs. That's the end of the power play. The umpire just gives the signal there. Well, it's fair to say they've been punished. It's now they're allowed all their fielders on the boundary. This could be interesting. See how they're going to counter it, but it seems that Machete doesn't seem to want to go for 4s. If he's going to go for the boundary, he's going to go up and over. Impressive striker of the ball. Just seeing what they're doing here. Charles Pritchard is just encouraging everyone. Ben Ward, he's going to make his way back. It's a long off. They got a long on here. This is Pritchard bowling now from the pavilion end. He's switched ends as well. I'm just seeing what they got on this side now. They clearly are going to attempt this cut shot here. They got a backward point. They've also got a point. They've got a man at third man. Deep square leg. And cow corner. Wanted to go big, and they're just going to take the singles here. That's smart batting. Didn't lure into the temptation. Great pickup. But well, they managed to run a 2 there. And there was just a little slip up by Don Blompier in the field, running in from cow corner. Just took a little tumble as he picked up the ball. We've talked about the pressure that the batting side can do when they're running these doubles. Just forcing the errors, wanting to react quickly. Full delivery there. Wonderful bit of bowling there from Charles Pritchard. What a nice response. Put that one on his toes and just chipped it back into his hands. That's a dot ball. That's a lovely sight for Charles Pritchard. The captain looking just to steady the ship right now. 58 for 2. It's been a blistering start for the German batsman. He's gone down the ground. Anthony Hawkins-Kay going to do the fielding duties here at long off. He's got a great arm. Italy are now 60 for 4 in their chase of 158. Well, that's really nice bowling once again from Charles Pritchard. Tries again from Jonty Jenner. Every ball is the call. The German side are going to need to ramp up the intensity again. Find a couple boundaries. The run rate has slipped. Full of delivery, and that's really nice bowling once again. Picked up by Ben Stevens in an extra cover there. Well, it was a flying start. If you look, Machete on strike now, 40 of 24. We saw a wonderful half century already from 20-year-old Ben Ward's 58 off 38 balls, but this is a special hitting here. Full of delivery high in the air. This could be the end. And what a catch, and that's the end of Craig Machete, and the guys celebrate. It's big cheers by the Jersey side, and what an end to Craig Machete's innings. He departs for 40 off 24. It was a wonderful knock. And you got to wonder, was that the big wicket for Jersey? They knew he was the danger man. He was the man, the top run scorer in the competition. And he departs 10 away from a half century. And you could see how much it meant for the Jersey side. The Water guys run straight on, wanting to celebrate with the team. They knew how vital that was. It was just a top edge. Straight into the hands of the fielder. Charles Pritchard picking up the big wicket here. Now, he was trying to drive that well over long off. And if he got the middle of that, it would have gone very, very far. That spells the end for Craig Machete here. 60 for 3 now. As Amir Khan Mangal is the new man at the crease for Germany. 30-year-old right-handed batsman here. Well, this is why we love sport. It takes one person to be a hero. Can someone in the German team produce a miracle right now? "75 runs needed." They got 13 overs remaining, but I think they're going to be thinking about the next 7. They're going to want to do it. Maybe change up the run rate. What an end to the over that was from Charles Pritchard. Just needs a change of bowling here. Oh, and that's going to slide away, and it's going to run away to 4. It just missed the fielder there. Deep fine leg. Let's run away for 4. Well, that's a nice start. Interested if that was signaled leg buys. Nick Farabee, it just escaped him. He did dive on to the right, but slid under him and just rolled away for 4. The German side encouraged by that. That's a nice. They've lost the big hitting machete, but they still managed to get a boundary. And Mangala wasn't signal leg buys. Well, that's nice. It was really well played off the hip. It went very fine. Rolled all the way to deep fine leg. They're going to run a quick single here. Direct hit possibly could have been out. Charles Burchard did threaten that. He's playing backward point right now. Well, 65 for 3 in the 8th over. They're going to need to go big if they want that top position. Big appeal. They think they've snipped it. Well, Jake Dunford was the first person up there. Anthony Hawkins-K led the appeal along with the wicketkeeper. Well, Singh almost falling trapped to that. Prodded forwards. I think it was going a bit more down leg than maybe first thought. Jake Dunford trying to get every wicket here. Can they grab their 4th? Anthony Hawkins-K, 10 wickets in the competition right now. That's forward. Really nice bit of fielding there by Jonty Jenner. A couple of them gone for the old round, wide-brimmed hats. Again, it's just classic cricket. Love it. On a wonderful occasion like this. Beautiful ground at College Field in Guernsey, part of Elizabeth College. The trees surround the pitch here. The outfield is absolutely pristine. And Mangal to face Hawkins-K. Well, he's just put that one onto the offside there. Fielded by Nick Farabee. Well, as we see wicketkeeper Jake Dunford in front of us, he has produced 2 very, very, very special moments in this tournament. Both of them catches behind the stumps. Just runs after the ball here. That's really good bowling. They do sneak a single in, and that's good running again. But the Germans have got to do this. They've got to go for every single ball. Like I said, if they want to secure a victory, which possibly gets them in a situation to be on the required run rate. But yes, let's just have a look at this batting card here. Well, Greg Machete leading for the front, 40 of 25. Michael Richardson fell for 13, and that was a big wicket. And Himze, Charles Burchard at the wicket there. Wow, what a start this has been from both sides. I think it's well in the balance right now. It's very difficult to tell in this game because I think Germany are in the driving seat to get that overall win right now. But it's all about that net run rate. Fuller delivery there, and he thinks he's got him. A big appeal. I think he was firmly in his crease though. Really smart keeping for Jake Dunford behind the stumps there. Quick hands and launches into the wicket. Charles Burchard just giving the Fuller delivery there, almost right on the stumps. Yes, it's all about that points table. Jersey looking to secure a place to go to the UAE if you're just tuning in. Part of the global qualifier for the men's T20 World Cup. This is the Europe final. 1 team from 6 gets to go. A trip to the UAE in October. Fuller delivery again. It's played on. Leg side there. Nice delivery. And just a single. They'll be happy with that. Jersey side will take their singles right now. They have got men deep all around the ground. Fools really got a big ring field right now. Long on, long off. Deep square leg. Cow corner as well. Deep fine leg. Pardon me. Deep third man. Fine legs in. points in, backward points in as well. Someone standing down in deep extra cover as well, limiting all shots. And I don't know why they're going to need anyone on the boundary there, because they're going for two. This could be a run out. Oh, they think they've got it. Oh, and there was a big appeal again. Really good fielding. And I tell you, we're getting a perfect display of why this Jersey fielding unit have been so good. That was Jonty Jenner with the pick up there from cow corner. Ran in, one-handed scoop like an aeroplane and delivered it straight into the hands of Jake Dunford. But they were quick enough between the wickets. Really good running from the German batsman there. What was good to see again is that jump in unison like a choir for the Jersey team. Full of delivery again. This has been a really good display of Yorkin bowling. Big arm by Don Blompier from the field. All the way from deep extra cover, and they managed to get another couple runs in. .72 for 3 now in the 9th over. That's a nice bit of hitting as well. Anthony Hawkins-Kay coming to collect that in from long on. Well, they've got all these men out on the boundary and they're doing the hard run-ins. When Charles Perchard, the captain here, he's bowling them right at the feet of the batsman consistently. It's great bowling. Again, full of delivery, unable to get anything on it. And it could be out, it could have been a direct hit, it could have been out, but Charles Perchard just bumps the stumps with his back and the bails fall off. The umpire was in full vision of that. And that was an absolutely tremendous over from the Jersey captain there. The score now 74 for 3 after 9 overs. And with every over, closer to that 14 over mark. It's what the possibility, the calculations at the interval we were thinking of. If Germany managed to chase that total down, they could secure a place at the top of the table and snag a spot to the UAE. But I think Jersey are well aware of that. They're just playing for singles right now. And then they'll push for that win. Incredibly exciting stuff here at College Field. The final day of the Europe Finals for the ICC Men T20 World Cup in Guernsey. Tried to go big and it's gone for the covers. Really nice shot there by Singh. That has run away for 4. It's Harmanjot Singh. I actually think he wanted more than that. It's Elliot Miles bowling again, but this time on for the far end. Yeah, Singh advanced down. I think he wanted to go for the straight up and over the top shot there, but he just mistimed it, but he's fortunate to get through the covers. And he's stumped him. And he's out. That's the loss. Jake Dunford falls on the floor to his back. Elliot Miles doing the aeroplane celebration. Well, that's the 4th wicket for Jersey. They're well and truly in the driving seat now. Wonderful stumping. Elliot Miles, I think he actually bowled him. I'm just going to check the replay here on my laptop. Well, that's the 4th wicket. He is being applauded as he comes in. The German side recognising the efforts of all their batsmen, as Asad Mohamed's going to be the new man at the crease. Just seeing the replay here. A wonderful celebration from Elliot Miles, almost copying Jake Dunford. I think he just bowls him clean. Elliot Miles really revved up and Jake Dunford just fell flat on his back, almost in relief that they managed to get another wicket. Wonderful moments here. 78 for 4. Change of bowling, causing a wicket here. Well, Germany, what do they do? Do they push on and go for that 1-3-4 within the 14 overs? Do they go for the win and just dent Jersey's record here? Are they playing for pride? Or are they going for the result? Well, he gives him a full toss over the head of Elliot Miles. I think that's going to run away for 4. Ah, and that's gone for 4. Wonderful straight shot. Mangal moves to 14. Well, that's a nice response. Elliot Miles picks up a wicket, then he's straight hit for 4 along the ground. No messing around. Pardon me, that was a Sad Mohammed with the 4. Straight on the pitch. First ball. Well, looks like they've lost another ball. They found it as it comes flying through the air. All of a sudden, a white ball as the director sitting next to me just goes, oh, there it is. And yeah, well, we have seen a couple of lost balls so far. Some massive hitting, especially from Ben Ward. If you're just tuning in, it was a tremendous knock from the 20-year-old in the Jersey innings. A real fight back after a pretty poor start. We're nearly bowled there. Jake Dunford. You'll struggle to find a more energetic player in the world of cricket. He darts around, as you'll see him on your screen there, just on his knees. He's been full of life, full of energy, really leading this side in terms of the high spirit in which they play in the field. Saw their first game at the KG5 ground against Guernsey, the Channel Islands derby at the start of this tournament. They put a massive win against Guernsey with 8 wickets. Tries to go big, and that's just going to find the fielder there at extra cover. Splompier doing the fielding there. Actually, pardon me, Ben Stevens. Standing at extra cover. Just dived onto his left-hand side there. Picked it up nicely. It's Charles Burchard. Just moving a couple players around here. Electing to go. Really nicely bowled by Elliot Miles there. They wanted to go for 2, and really good fielding out in the deep as well. That's Julius Somerera. Just restricting another 2. Well, that's a good over from Elliot Miles there. He went for 2 fours, but he grabbed the wicket crucially. 84 for 4. The halfway stage. Actually looks like it's, well, after starring at the bat, Ben Ward's going to have a bowl now from the pavilion end. He bowls some leg breaks. 84 for 4 after 10 overs here. Now, with our estimated calculations, if Germany want to possibly win this tournament and tie at the top on points, but win on net run rate, we need to get this within the next 4 overs. It's a big ask. 51 runs required from these final 10 overs. I think they're in the driving seat to win the game, but do they want to win the tournament? And he's gone big, and that's a big shot, but there is a fielder. Anthony Hawkins-Kay looks like he's going to be under this. No! Caught! Another wicket, that's the 5th one. And he went big. And that's another wicket. Mangal departs. Just going to wait and see when we get the fielder's name who took the catch down at cow corner. It almost had the legs. But just 2 steps in from the rope. It was Chauncey Jenner who took the catch for Jersey. They grabbed their 5th wicket. 84 for 5 now in the 11th over. I've actually watched Chauncey Jenner. Every pre-match training involves high catches. Does around 10 of them. Making sure you don't drop chances like that. That's wonderful again from Ben Ward. Now he's performing the bat. He grabbed a wicket on his first ball as well. Now it's a dot ball. 0 for 1 at the start of his over from the pavilion end. It's gone high again. Now Julius Summerhouse underneath this. No. Ben Stevens caught. Ben Ward grabs his second. What a game the 20-year-old's having. Comes on and bowls for the pavilion end, and that's 2 wickets in 3 balls. Ben Stevens with the catch there at extra cover. Wonderful stuff here from Jersey. Well, we question what the approach would be at the 10th over mark. They've gone from 84 from 4 to 84 for 6 in the space of 3 balls. Ben Ward. What a performance he's having today. Scored 58 off 38 balls. Absolute beautiful striking of the ball towards the end of the innings. A couple of massive shots for 6. One huge one that went into the road. On the side of this ground, into the houses actually. I'm pretty sure it's in someone's back garden right now. Maybe there's going to be a dog that's going to be biting on that later tonight. But Wardy, 2 wickets in this over. Can he strike again? He's gone high and he actually might be caught. And that's 6. What a massive shot that is. Bounces off the roof, off the trees. It's not quite lost the ball. Well, that's a fantastic response there. A huge shot. Over deep square leg. Wardy got full treatment there. It did go high in the air. It looked as though it may be dipping low and was going to be caught again at deep square leg. Perhaps at cow corner by Chauncey Jenner again. But it had the distance. It had the legs. It bounced off the roof once, twice and fell into the garden. Not quite lost the ball here. But Ben Ward gets absolutely walloped for 6. Short ball and that's gone again. Almost an amazing... Oh, it was almost a spectacular bit of fielding there by Chauncey Jenner. He tried his hardest to take a tremendous catch. He jumped in the air. He looked like he was going to take one of the catches of the tournament, but it flung over there. And that's another boundary. Well, they are pushing on here, Germany. They took 2 wickets, lost 2 wickets, and now they're diving forward as the scoreboard at the bottom is just waiting to update there. Driven hard, and that's going to find safely the hands at backward point. They run a single, could have been a direct hit and could have been out. Almost another bit of magical fielding. Overthrow, Hawkins K throwing a Dunford. Dives in, really good running there for the German team. You don't always see these misfills from this Jersey side, but straight away the recovery of Hawkins K with the accurate throw in. We're just going to wait for the scoreboard to update here. Well, there we have it. 98 for 6 after 11 overs. 2 sixes, 2 wickets. Ben Ward, mixed over, but crucially, grabbing 2 wickets in that over. What a game the 20-year-old is having here at College Field. Well, if you're just tuning in, this is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals. Ian Leggett on commentary here as we're going to enter the final 9 overs of this game, and possibly the final 9 overs of the tournament. There is another game happening over the KG5. As Denmark are taking on Italy. Italy are currently 113 for 6. In the 15th over. So they're doing well. Commentary by former Irish international Ciara Metcalf. Over on the other YouTube channel. Yeah, they're chasing down 158. So they require quite a few runs. They require 50 runs of the final 4 overs. But over at this game, 37 required in 9 overs. 37 required in 3 overs. If they're, by our calculations, to achieve a miraculous and incredible finale and get themselves at the top of the table with a win and on that run rate. Dom Blompier going to be bowling from the far end here. He's trying to go big. Launch down the top. There is a man at long off there. Well, they only bowled a one there. Pardon me, they only run the one. Hawkins K, the fielder, on the boundary rope there. Now, I'm just having a look at the field here. I've just changed it up for this batsman. He tried to go big, almost went into the hands of Jay Dunford there behind the stumps. Elliot Miles doing the recovery fielding work there. Well, Dom Blompier almost conceding, or almost striking another wicket there. Well, they've got, again, quite a few guys there on the leg side. Deep square leg, cow corner, and a long on. And that ball's driven up. Well, that's really good bowling there from Blompier. Just slowing it right down, adding a bit more flight onto the ball. And the captain, Rishi Pillay, unable to get a hold of that. The 37-year-old here. Plays a late cut there. There is a man down at deep cover. It's going to go for 4, and that's a wonderfully well-timed shot there by Pillay. He has a little fist pump himself. He knows he's played that really well. Well, the German side, they're making plenty of noise on the edge of the boundary here. They know they're in a good position to win this game. Barley going to go for the big win here. And possibly finish top of the table. And that's going to be another boundary. I think it's going to roll away. Big chase here. Oh, really well fielded by Corey Bisson. Diving down there to long off. Does a fantastic effort to stop a certain 4. It could have been consecutive 4s there. The score moves on to 106 for 6. 29 required now. Oh, it just misses the hands of Hawkins K. Big fielding effort here. Could be an out. Jake Dunford. Just too late. Really good run there by the batsman in the middle here. Another 2 onto the board. 108 now for 6. Chasing 134. A really good over for the batting side, but they're going to need to have a massive final 2 overs here. If by our calculations, they could achieve this within the final the next 2 overs. They could possibly technically have enough on that run rate to advance to the global qualifiers, but we will confirm all this by the end of the game. But currently, they're in the driving seat to get a really good win over Jersey right now. Well, if you're just tuning in now, this is the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Finals. Germany versus Jersey, pardon me. Here at the College Field, there's a slip of the tongue here. It's been a long week. We're being treated to a fantastic game of cricket at the end of this tournament. Jersey looking to grab a place in the global qualifier and head to the UAE. 1 stage away, possibly, from the actual Men's T20 World Cup, and what an incredible achievement that would be for the Channel Island. Beautiful bit of bowling there from Charles Burchard, the captain, right at the toes of the batsman. I can't do much about that. 108 for 6 here in the 12th over, on the 13th over, pardon me. Just aborts his run up there. Don't know if there was a bit of movement by the batsman at the end. Burchard from the pavilion end. Got fielders all around. Again, gives him that full toss. Johnny Jenner's going to come onto that hard from cow corner. Big bit of fielding there. Restricts to 2. Getting praise all around the field. Now, Johnny Jenner's one of the best fielders in this side. Based down in Sussex. Playing for their seconds quite consistently. Also been 12th man for England as well in a test against South Africa. 2017. Charles Perchard, nicknamed Chuggy. Oh, he just missed Himes' hop there. That's the second time that's happened this over. Well, he's just questioning his field right now. He's just bringing Dom Plompier up from deep extra cover and just moving him to extra cover here. Square leg is up as well. The score 109 for 6 now. The 13th over. Really nice bowling again from Charles Perchard to happily take the single here. Now, Germany are in a very interesting situation right now. They're in a good position to win the game, but they have about an over and a bit by our calculations to get the net run rate required. 26 needed. Bowls him, and Charles Perchard grabs another clean middle stump. They went for a big cut shot there, and he grabs another wicket. It's the 7th wicket here for Jersey as the team come on. Big celebrations. They know how vital that one is. 110 for 7 now in the 13th over. Charles Perchard with his 2nd wicket. Brilliant bowling from the captain. Well, 110 for 7 here. A target of 134. 25 required off 7.3 overs. Now Germany can definitely win this game. To echo what I just said, they're running out of time by our calculations. If they want to secure a victory, that will put them in the top of the table and get them into the global qualifiers on net run rate. They will be evenly matched on points if they secure the victory here. 4 wins apiece for both sides, but Jersey with that very commanding net run rate. Charles Perchard, brilliant bowling. He's deserved the 2nd wicket. Bowling them Yorkers right at the feet of the batsman every time. Big shot. That's a massive shot for 6. That's onto the road. Huge strike of the ball. 116 for 7 now in the 13th over. $116 for 7 now. There's not much Charles Perchard can do about that. Advance down the crease. Textbook power hitting there. One leg forward as we got a new ball rolled onto the umpire there. That one's lost. Looks like a youth cricket team just trying to find the ball there. They're going to have a hard job because that looks like it's rolled onto the main road actually. Beautiful setting here at College Field. You could paint a picture and it would look wonderful in anyone's house. Low white clouds, gorgeous blue sky here in Guernsey. Sun and the evening sunset here. The College Field, Elizabeth College here in Guernsey. This is reaching the final stages, the final overs of this Europe final. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup. A tremendous tournament. I'm just checking over the Italy game, and they've got 2 overs to go. 123 for 8. They're chasing 158. As Denmark look to secure a really good victory over Italy. It's 3rd and 4th place, but this is 1st and 2nd here. 116, 19 runs required for the final 7 overs. But I think it's going to have to be 19 runs off the next over if they're to maybe get that net run rate required. Gives him the full toss again. Just avoids the hands of Charles Perchard. Really good bowling by the captain there. that's a nice end to the over there, just finishing on a single. Now 117 for 7. By our calculations, they've got about 4 or 5 balls to get these 18 runs required. It is possible. 3 sixes, and this could be an unbelievably famous victory for Germany. They would probably squeeze to the global fire above Jersey. Just seeing who they've elected to bowl at the top end there. I think they've selected Anthony Hawkins-K to bowl from the far end. Yes, it is. Well, 18 required off 7 overs. And I think that's the German side just giving a bit of encouragement there to Izzatullah Dalatsai. He can hit the ball. He can really hit the ball. I saw him hit a couple of big sixes. The KG5. They got the captain, Rishi Pillay. This could be a tense finish here. The ICC T20 World Cup Europe final. They've probably got an over to do this, I think, by our calculations. 117 for 7. 18 needed for the win. Oh, it almost caught by Jake Dunford, but it's going to run away for 4. And it's gone for 4. Now it's 14 required. Elliot Miles almost had the legs there. He gave him the short delivery. Jake Dunford reached up and almost caught the ball from the bowling of Anthony Hawkins-K. But it was just over his hands. And it's run away behind him for 4. Elliot Miles didn't quite have the legs there. 4 off the total. Suddenly, 14 needed now. This is Dalatsai facing now. Hawkins-K. Big shot! It could have gone for 6! And it has! Who would have thought it? A 6 by Izzatullah Dalatsai here? And all of a sudden, this victory that we've been talking about on the net run rate is starting to possibly look feasible here. We're just waiting for our score bar underneath to update. 127 for 7. If they get another 6 here, Germany could do this. By our calculations, if they do this within another 2 balls, or if they hit a 6, they could make their way to the global qualifier on net run rate. Unbelievable stuff here. Hawkins-K in again to Dalatsai. Tried to go big. And really nice bowling there. Just lands in the hands of Jake Dunford. Eight needed. 6.4 overs remaining, but by our calculations, possibly just the 3 deliveries left, depending on how he hits the ball. Massive moment here for both teams. Possibility of playing in the global qualifier in the UAE. He's tried to go big. It's going to find the fielder there at long off. They're going to go for 2. They're going to run hard for 2. It could be a run out here. Really good running, and they're going to run. Oh, they could have run a 3rd there, possibly, but Hawkins-K did very well to retrieve the ball. Well, they ran 2 there. We're just having a look at our calculations here. Lots of pen and paper and calculators. Dalatsai again. Tried to go big. Really nice bowling there from Anthony Hawkins-K. This is a good end to the over. Now, 6 runs needed for the win. And possibly a place in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Global Qualifier. Thrilling finish to this Europe final held in Guernsey in 2019. 129 for 7. 1 to come in the over. If he hits a 6, they possibly might be through on net run rate. We have to confirm it, but 6 to win it here. Tries to go, darts along the line, and it's going to find the fielder there at deep extra cover, and it's just a single at the end of the over. Held the ball. Well, that's a nice end to the over there by Anthony Hawkins. K just finishes on a single. 130 for 7 after 14 overs. So, by our estimations, if they hit a 4 or a 6 here, they could still be in with a chance of going to the global qualifiers. Nothing fully confirmed. I just want to alert the viewers there. But this was by our estimations at the interval. Very tense finish here. 5 runs required to get the victory in this T20 International. They would be equal on points, but it's going to come down to net run rate. 14 overs gone, 130 for 7. Germany, 5 runs for the victory. But if they do it with a boundary, they possibly could secure this win. We're going to have to fully confirm now. Lots of people with calculators out just taking estimations of what the required run rate is, how this is going to work. Just having a look at Charles Perchard's field settings here. Looks like they're going to have a... Well, what an unbelievable finish we're getting here. It's been an unbelievable game of cricket at the college field. What a fantastic finale this is proving to be in the Europe finals held in Guernsey. Jersey top of the table on 8 points. Germany are going to match them with 4 wins from 4, but it's all going to come down to net run rate for a place in the global qualifiers. There's lots of nervous people around the ground. Well, we're just going to have a see. It's going to be Julius Somerera to have a ball from the pavilion end. So possibly 2 boundaries could do this, a 4 and a 6. Possibly by the end of this game could secure a place for Germany in the global qualifiers for the men's T20 World Cup 2020. A massive opportunity here for both sides. Julius Somerera going to be bowling here from the pavilion end at the college field. The Germany captain. Tries the ramp shot there. Really well bowled by the 18-year-old. That's really good bowling. What is the def now? There's lots of questions from the Jersey players. They don't know how many balls they've got left here. Tom Blompier standing here at long off, just asking how many balls, but 2 boundaries, a 6 to win it. 5 runs required. Somerera in to Delatsai. Tried to go big. Signalled wide by the umpire. Now it's just a 4 to win. This is the tightest of finishes here. Germany are going to grab the win in the game. But are they going to do it in enough time to secure a place in the ICC global qualifier in the UAE? Trying to go big again. And the umpire signal wide. Now it's just 3 to win. You see what Julius Somerera is trying to do here. Just pitch it wider. That's 2 wides in a row. Just a word of encouragement there from his teammates. 3 to win. A boundary could possibly put Germany in to the UAE. What an unbelievable finish here in Guernsey. Tried to go big. That might run away to the boundary. That's 4 runs. And they've secured the victory. It's all the weirdest of atmospheres here. Well, they've definitely secured the victory, but they don't know if they secured the victory to get to the UAE. Well, this is one of the strangest things I've ever seen in sport. Right in front of us. The weirdest of atmospheres. two batsmen are met in the middle. They don't know whether to celebrate. Everyone is wondering whether they have got the required net run rate to get themselves a place at the global qualifier in the UAE. No one knows whether to celebrate right now. Germany have won the game by 3 wickets here at the College Field, but we're just going to await confirmation on whether they have secured a place at the global qualifiers. They're currently matched in the table with 4 wins each. So I'm just going to bring up the points table on the screen now. I don't know if it's updated. There's lots of maths that's happening right in front of us. Well, our table is currently saying that Jersey have enough on the net run rate, but we do not know. We're just going to have to get that officially confirmed. So I wouldn't take that, but it does show that these two sides have both won 4 matches each. But this is the strangest of occasions right now at College Field. A weird atmosphere. No one knows whether to celebrate. No one knows who's through to the UAE. They've both played marvellous tournaments, and it's been an unbelievable game of cricket. The crowd here, ourselves, we've been treated to a special game at College Field. They secured a 3-wicket victory, but no one knows whether to celebrate. No one knows who's going to the UAE. It's going to be officially confirmed as the players are now shaking hands. If we just talk back through the game, 20-year-old Ben Ward, 58 of 38 balls. An unbelievable knock, partnering with Anthony Hawkins-Gate, and we saw some unbelievable hitting by Craig Machete, the 27-year-old, the power hitter, top run scorer as well in the tournament. But everyone's waiting official confirmation here as we just have a look at the players on the field. No one knows who's secured the victory. A fantastic win by Germany, but everyone's really unsure. I know the Jersey side next to us are unsure. They've grabbed a fantastic victory over the Channel Islands. Team Jersey now hugging, but we're just going to await official confirmation in the commentary box. Just have a look at the batting scorecard here. They're all hugging themselves, the German team. It could have been the most historic victory possibly. So we just have a look here. There's a Tour de Lat side, 24 off 10. How important was that? Just going to await confirmation. And Craig Machete, 40 off 25. They really got a hold of the game, Jersey. We just take a look at the bowling figures in this unbelievable encounter here at College Field. It really, in my opinion, has been the game of the tournament. The two top teams going at it, and Jersey, brilliant performance by the board. Benjamin Ward won over 2 wickets, but he went for 14, and Charles Burchard picked up 2 wickets, but he went for 29, and we were put in a situation where Germany were going to have to chase down 134 runs in possibly 14 overs. And I have a feeling they might have got themselves through to the UAE, but nothing's confirmed right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a 3-minute break, but stay tuned. We're going to get official confirmation on what the result is. Well, if you're just tuning in right now, Germany have secured a 3-wicket victory over Jersey here in the final game of the Europe finals in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. But everyone's waiting around right now. The weirdest atmosphere to see which side is going to finish top of the table on net run rate. It's very tight. No one really knows the result, but this cannot be underestimated how massive of a moment this is for either side. An opportunity to play in the global qualifier in the UAE in October and November and be one step away from a place in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. This coverage being brought to you live on the ICC. And I've never seen an atmosphere like this at a sporting occasion. There's lots of dejected players around, but no one quite knows. If I was to go by atmosphere and looks, it looks as though maybe Jersey know they might be out of this and they might have lost it at the last minute. But we're waiting official confirmation. The umpires having conversation. We've got someone with a laptop just figuring out the required run rate. We might hear a scream from one side soon enough. Whatever happens, this is going to be a devastating result for one team to be so narrowly miss out on a place in this global qualifier. An unbelievable finish here in Guernsey. I'm just going to bring up the summary of the game, as we can't tell you much of what's happening right now. If you just see right here, fantastic game of cricket. Germany won by 3 win. Wow, 134 for 5 after 20 overs. An incredible knock by the 20-year-old Ben Ward, and Hawkins K were 27 off 34. And they came in a bad and they needed to get 135 to win. And they needed to do it within about 14 overs was our rough estimation, but no one knows the result right now. So I'm just going to take away everything and just let the pictures do the talking for you. Sport can be really cruel right now sometimes, and everyone's awaiting the result. See Ian Leggett on commentary right now for the ICC, and to go back to that moment when the ball went away for 4 and no one screamed, no one knew whether it was a good enough victory. I've just seen Charles Perchard to the left of me there having a conversation with his coach, looking at the required run rate. No one knows. The tightest of finishes here in the Europe final. It would mean so much for both sides to get that trip. There you see Charles Perchard bending down. They just don't know if they've done it yet. This is going to be, whatever happens, it's going to be incredibly cruel. I just wanted a celebration. We've just seen the Jersey guys come out right now, and they're not looking too happy. Well, nothing official yet, but at the moment, if I was to judge by looks, it looks as though they think Germany's got it on the required run rate. The scoreboard we have on our system is showing that Germany have won it. We're just going to await official confirmation. If you're still tuning in, thank you for staying with us. It's been an incredible game of cricket. Got treated to a real show and a gorgeous night here in Guernsey. Beautiful blue skies all day, low white cloud. It's been one of the most picturesque cricket games I've ever been at. It's been a tremendous tournament, and it looks like it's coming down to the tightest of finishes here. We're just going to await official confirmation on the result and declare who's made their way to the global qualifier in the UAE in October and November. still here with you at College Field if you're tuning in to find out what the result is here. Unbelievable moments right now. We're just trying to figure out who's taken the victory on net run rate. Both equal. 4 wins each. Thrilling finale here to the men's Europe final for the T20 World Cup in Australia for 2020. Jersey versus Germany. An unbelievable game. You've seen your screen there, just conversations happening with the scorers and the umpires and the match officials just to confirm. What I just heard is they're announcing it right now. We're just going to find out. Stay tuned. Official confirmation here. Official confirmation. Jersey are going to be going through to the global qualifiers in the UAE. They run around and jump in a circle. They're screaming. The celebrations begin here in Guernsey. Well, they've done it in the most dramatic fashion. What a game of cricket we've had here. What a game. They've gone from almost dejection. It was going to be one of the cruelest of finishes. But on screen, you can see the players. They're just celebrating. We're just seeing the celebrations right on the screen right now. Jersey have done it on net run rate. What a cruel finish for the German national side. They secured a 3-wicket run. Now, we're going to get official confirmation on the score, and I'm sure it will be posted online. And if you're tuning in right now, we're going to get the official result. But it was the tightest of finishes. Germany were within, I'm pretty sure, a ball. As we just heard, we were just having discussions. They were equal on that run rate, and I think it came down to a ball and running a 2 or going for 4. Guernsey secure a famous win. Winner of tournament. Pardon me as I muffle my words in all this confusion. Jersey have secured their position the top of the table and will advance to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Global Qualifier in the UAE in October and November. They've played a tremendous tournament under the helm of Captain Charles Chuggy Purchard. A few tears for some of the players' disbelief. That was one of the most bizarre moments I've ever witnessed in sport. No one knew what to feel. No one knew what the result was. Incredible moments and incredible scenes here for Jersey. The Channel Island will be heading off to the UAE to play the big dogs in associate cricket. Like Sir John T. Jenner, Ben Stevens, Jake Dunford. What a tournament they've had. Anthony Hawkins-Kay finishing the top wicket taker, I think, in the tournament. We're just going to check the bowling statistics there. But that was an unbelievable game of cricket. I'm going to leave you now. Bajit Singh, pardon me, will finish with the top bowling figures from the tournament. Hawkins-Kay in second. We're just seeing the celebrations happen in front of us right now. How much does this mean to all the players? Just see Don Blompier. I saw him 5 minutes ago and he looked almost like it was all over. They couldn't believe it. To go from that to this is unbelievable. But commiserations to the German side. They put up a hell of a fight there. An unbelievable knock to do it within what we are thinking is 1 or 2 balls. An unbelievable finish. Well, I'm going to finish up this broadcast here. This has been Ian Leggett. It's been an absolute honour to commentate on this incredible game of cricket. ICC, this marks the end of the tournament, the end of broadcasting from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup Europe Final in Guernsey in 2019. It's been a tremendous tournament with official confirmation that Jersey will make their way to the UAE to play in the global qualifier. Thank you for watching.